All right. Who wants to go ahead and recap what happened 3 weeks ago?
God, it's been that long.
We slapped
It
a bitch.
has.
We did some sick espionage. We dropped the cauldron off, we dropped Stranne off, and then we dipped into the other direction in order to go to Caer-Dineval or Caer-Dineval, one of them.
It was
Caer-Dineval.
Caer-Dineval. Well, our intention was to go to Caer-Dineval, I believe.
Oh, but we have to go through the Dineval.
We have to go through Caer-Dineval to get there.
And you guys thought to
And
stop there
because-
anyway.
And because the hotel there is
Poobie-doo-doo ass.
completely booked all the time for no reason. It's not a very interesting town, but it's always full. We decided to not risk the same place where we almost died before. And we went to the speaker's house where we were greeted with some tiefling guy saying that we can't speak to the speaker because he's been very ill and he doesn't want to spread it.
Worth noting, we showed up and just thaumaturgied our voice 300% louder so they couldn't ignore us.
True.
And then they recognized our names and guessed Aralia's name, which did catch us all off guard.
Well, I'm very popular.
Not
Yeah.
your real name, though. Your real name is not as well known.
Then we went inside. Aralia did some sick espionage trying to get information. We found, one or two backflips. We gave our axe beaks to some kid, just for fun.
The
To
stable
hold on
boy.
to, not
The
to keep.
stable boy.
Yeah.
The context is he's the stable boy, yeah.
We started to realize that a bunch of people were wearing these odd necklaces, and then
I went to
We-
take a leak and use detect magic and realized that they were all magical.
we then requested / demanded a tour of this place in order to get more information. Then once we started going to almost the sleeping quarters for one of the
Oh, you're
plates-
also forgetting the old lady.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Once we were getting close to that area, we had Indigo use thaumaturgy on John's voice in order to slightly raise it louder and louder while he offered him insurance, in order to give a thinly veiled distraction and let Aralia leave, where he ended up meeting this walking corpse of a lady who forced him to
Mama
eat lukewarm salmon and prophesized for like 10 minutes and then criticized him, and then we dipped again.
The prophecy, by the way, is apparently the area that we're heading to south of Duggan's Hole is some kind of fortress / forge led by a dragon's heart where Zardock,
Zardarok. Zakathor.
Zardarok.
Xenomorph?
That's
Zardarok.
his name.
Zach Bell will be famous.
Xanathar. Xanax?
Xanathars.
Xanax.
Zardarok's on
Then
black.
we met.
Propofol.
That's my medication. We went to
I hope you're not
the
on
sleeping
propofol.
quarter.
That's what killed Michael Jackson. You know?
We went to the sleeping quarters. Completely.
Oh, and real quick, Zardarok. I already forgot his fucking name. Zardarok is planning on raising some kind of like dragon or angel of iron, some kind of crazy thing to
We
just
hope it's a kid.
destroy the whole fucking 10 towns, just burn it to the ground. He's got some kind of dragon heart forge situation going on out there.
Then we were stationed where the guards sleep in this big old tower, and because we don't trust any of this for not even a single second, we started taking watches, and it wasn't until John's watch, the last watch, where that kid that we donated our axe beaks to showed back up and was like, hey, I got some recommendations about how to take care of these axe beaks. I need you to save me. And then John,
Started blinking SOS in Morse code.
as opposed to blinking it in Spanish.
I like to blink it in Braille. Really confuse him.
I do want to
Flipped,
give John a point inspiration, DM inspiration for that excellent roleplay.
Yeah, it was a good idea to
There
use
you
the
go.
back of insurance forms.
Yeah.
And to give him actual
Tying my
directions at
character
the
together.
end.
Yeah. And then they talked about like how to I mean, I guess the history of how this happened. The entire time we were being watched by guards also taking shifts and pretending like they didn't notice that we were there. We woke up and immediately, because the three of us spoke Infernal, started speaking Infernal, not making the connection that if this place was being taken over by tieflings, they would probably speak Infernal.
Well, because at the time, also our characters did not know that everyone was involved in it. We just knew that there were some people that were involved
Everyone
in
wearing
it.
the necklace is involved with it.
Right, and we also like didn't know exactly what kind of cult we were dealing with too. And I just tried to pick one language we all had in common, and it happened to be Infernal.
Which seems to be a pretty dangerous cult. One capable of giving that tiefling guy we spoke to power in this town, seemingly overnight. One capable of leaving the actual speaker locked in his room for unknown reasons. And capable of wiping out all of the guards and replacing them in the same night. So that's dangerous.
Oh, and currently that tiefling thinks we're a part of the same cult because we accidentally nudge, wink, winked him.
In several different directions. At the very
He went for
least,
that.
he was, yeah.
We got really confused about some underhanded subtleties, and we're just sort of like
And blatant truth.
yeah, and we're like, what page are we on? And we're just started looking at each other like, huh?
I think, like, based on your insight checks, a lot of that same stuff was thrown back the same way. It's like, what page is he
Yeah.
on? It's like,
yeah. So we're both looking at each other like, where are we at?
Yeah, we
It's
were
like
being
we
very honest, but
thought,
he kept
yeah.
speaking in code.
Yeah. So we were just like sitting here like, fucking
he
know.
thought you were also
Um,
speaking in code, but then like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, no, hold on. Something might not be quite right here.
Yeah.
So,
And
lo and
And we
behold,
made
you
the
were watched
executive-
throughout the entire night.
yeah,
we made the
we got the
executive
bad
decision
vibes.
to the moment that one of the guards left for, quote, his shift,
Yeah, he
broke
went
his kneecap.
He went to start to leave for his shift, so we killed him.
Yeah, and then we promptly killed everyone else in the room because
But
we
he
can't
did
have
try to
that.
leave, like, as soon as you guys were speaking in Infernal about something, that's around the time where he's like, I gotta go do my shift. And that's when you
And
guys laid waste.
Beat his fucking head in.
Yeah.
You did beat the shit out of all three of the guards that were in that tower. They are all dead. All of them consumed by ice in their final moments, which was not your
And it
doing.
will happen again.
Something else appeared to have frozen them over. Going back in time a little bit, just kind of like a more recap. When you guys left Stranne off in East Haven with the speaker of East Haven, who I have the name here, Deneth Wayland. They had mentioned that there is a convention of the speakers that is being held in Bryn Shander right now about something important that does have something to do with Duergar, which seems too good to be a coincidence with everything that had happened in
It's a completely different
East
group of
Haven.
Duergar that has absolutely no affiliation with the first.
exactly. So
You
when
just
they
assume they're all working together because Duergar are dark-skinned.
The
Pretty
first
much.
one was called Sunblights. These are called the Moon Lovers.
so Stranne was pretty much did agree to go with Deneth to Bryn Shander as they were both speakers. So it's important that they both show up. And that you guys would meet up at Goodmead at a later date. That didn't happen. You guys went somewhere
No,
else.
I assumed, well, because we assumed we'd already be back by now, and then something else has occurred.
Now, my plan was to start off with what was happening the day prior with Stranne. However, Stranne is not at the keyboard at the current moment, so we'll just go ahead and bring yourselves to right now.
Back
To the
to
first
the
floor.
future!
Back to the
in the
future.
saddle again.
Yeah, so you guys had left off in this tower here, had just beat the shit out of a few cultists. And I'm glad I never showed you guys this map before this combat started, because it was very obvious that these guys are all cultists. buy their tokens.
What? No.
No. Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that they have tokens would make it pretty obvious that they were supposed to kill them.
Right. All right. So.
I mean, most city guards have tokens. It doesn't mean you have to kill them. Anyway,
Suggested.
It's just the optimal route.
Indigo is going to listen at the door and sort of wait to hear if any sort of alarm has sounded.
Give me a perception check.
All right. Let's go.
And just to kind of reiterate from before, like, this is a combat map, this is like a dungeon map and whatnot, but it is mostly just supposed to be like a broad outline of what things look like and where things are. If you're moving to somewhere, still tell me you're moving somewhere. Don't just move there beforehand and stuff along those lines. 25, though? Other than the howling winds of the general blizzards that run across Icewind Dale, you don't appear to hear anything more than that.
Okay. Indigo turns to John, and in Giant will say, "All right, I think we are fairly safe. I don't think anyone heard that."
And in Giant, I reply, "Yes, I agree. Let's continue not allowing Aralia to understand what we're saying."
We can inform them in other ways. I assume one of us has message. I don't have cantrips.
Bold of you to assume I would take any kind of useful spell.
What languages do you know?
I only know Infernal.
And
common.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay.
I told you I am the most sheltered baby.
Okay.
I only know eat hot chip and lie.
Well,
that actually ends up coming up pretty useful information.
Are there any windows in this area where we are?
There doesn't appear.
I think.
We had tried to shove them through the window.
There doesn't appear to be any arrow slits on this floor. Maybe on the second floor, but there doesn't appear to be any windows here, as that would be a pretty big security breach, as it is a guard tower.
I don't want that to see the problem, but
well, directly on the other side of the wall is the outside world, so you kind of don't want to have any easy entrances into this.
But you should put glass there. That way they can't.
Well, then how are you going to shoot through it?
I think we should possibly move the bodies.
I think we should just assume that we're going to get found out sooner than later and start making our way around and
where do we go?
Solid snaking anyone who's wearing a necklace.
Please do not talk about my solid snake. It makes me uncomfortable.
I wasn't talking about yours. I was talking about mine.
Oh, valid. But again, bringing that up in this context makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, fine. We'll go around like Thomas Fisher.
Oh, a Splinter Cell reference. That's rare. They haven't done anything with that IP in a while.
Guys, I think we need to do something.
Yeah, you're just hearing us talk back and forth in Giant and not understanding a single fucking word.
Talking about Samuel Fisher, or is it? It is Sam Fisher, right?
I think it is
Tom Fisher. I don't know why I said Tom Fisher, but
Tom Clancy.
I got the Fisher.
Tom Clancy. That's why.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes, Tom Clancy was known for being Sam Fisher.
I think that we can make it to the I think we can make it to the mansion from here, but explaining why we need to get in is going to be slightly difficult.
The mansion's not going to be as blockaded as the actual fortress, so I don't think that'll be too much of a problem, but I think we should start by trying to secure the people that we know are being held captive, i.e. this stable boy and the servant girl that brought us dinner yesterday, assuming we can find her. Which means we should probably hide these bodies as best we can, make our way to the stable, make sure there's no guards at the stable under guise of like saying hi to our chocobos. And then
Axe Beaks.
Yeah, Axe Beaks. And then make our way into the mansion and kill everyone.
Indigo commands in Draconic Distagarius to help him hide the bodies. Degarius
Starts-
misunderstands and begins drooling acid onto them.
If we can dissolve the bodies, all the better. But
Listen, they're covered in ice, so that would take a while. So
That is
Honestly,
true.
yeah, it's like it would take a pretty beefy strength roll in
Is
order
there-
to actually just pry
Yeah.
them off of the ground and start moving them somewhere else.
I'm pretty beefy in my strength. I'm
To
gonna
move them
go for it.
afterwards, not nearly as much so, but like they're pretty much frozen
I'm
to the
gonna
ground.
I'm gonna go for it and have Stegarius help me.
wait, don't do that, because if you fail, you're gonna make a lot of noise.
So do you not want me to move the bodies?
Instead of moving the bodies, Aurelia, do you know how to do the reverse of picking a lock?
You mean
Locking?
locking a door?
Yeah.
Yes, but from the side. Actually, we can't access their keys. I'm assuming they're frozen onto their bodies. But if we
Yeah.
can lock the door behind us without a key, that would be very useful.
Well,
I'm pretty sure I don't even know how to pick a lock.
are all the guard towers connected? Couldn't they just walk across
You-
and come down the
Are
front?
they? I'm not sure. There's only
You
one door
do
here.
know, yeah, you do know that that there are like pavilions on the walls outside. That there are doors that lead into the guard towers on the second floor. So you could go up the stairs and try to go to another guard tower that way, if that was your choice.
We could.
But you were informed that all guard towers were equally guarded in a very similar
we
fashion
could
as this
we
one.
could lock this guard tower or block this guard tower. And
It's
that
less of
would
a
at least-
lock and more like a pull bar on this side.
We could.
Oh, that's
Yes.
better.
Yeah, that's
No, because
slightly
we can't
better.
close it from the other side. We can't
Yes, we
leave and close
can.
it behind us.
I have rope.
Well, does
Actually, you know what?
Let you close a door?
Close it,
Well-
yeah, but not lock it.
Yeah,
what you
but
can do though, we
no.
can't bring
What we can do-
Sagittarius out with us. That is like a dead giveaway. Can he
What do
lock
you
the door
mean?
behind us?
He has no thumbs.
He has a mouth.
All he has to do is bring it down.
Yeah.
I look at Stegarius.
All he's got to do is bite at it.
He's like,
You probably
Um,
melt the wood.
I mean, his intelligence is technically 8. He's not mindless.
Not much.
Yeah, he's a little feral, but Indigo's like, he could try. I mean,
think
we don't.
I think we better just try it, because if we stay around here too long anyway, we're gonna run out of time. If we don't have
We're
a plan,
probably
we
going.
can go.
We could go out the front door because we're on the first floor, and that would take us directly to the stable. I was just suggesting that we lock the door up top.
Oh yeah,
Right.
before we do that, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting.
Okay, so let's lock the door up top, and then have Stegarius lock this door behind us. Go check on the stables, make sure it's clear, and then go in the mansion. Right?
Do you guys want me to move you to the second floor of this building just so you can see it, or do you like just want to lock the door with the pull bar on the upstairs and stay on this map?
Well, because all we're gonna do is lock that door, right?
Yeah.
Should
Yeah,
we
let's
start?
do- I
that's
mean,
what I
let's
was
just-
asking. Like,
Let's
is it
just
worth
see
it?
the room in case there's something else in that room that
Yeah, maybe we should
if-
do a quick investigation check of the
there-
second room at least.
investigate. It's gonna
You
take too
can,
long.
and there's like no reason to really drag your tokens up there. There are without like any type of roll, there's obviously that stairs that lead up here. There's a couple of arrow slits in the north and east that guard the the northern side technically of the keep itself, the Caer. The door, another wooden door with a push bar that does presumably lead outside. And there is no way to go up further onto the roof of this tower.
Okay.
Other than that,
I'm
there's
going
really
to-
nothing here. Maybe a couple racks with like bows and arrows set up, but like
I'm going
ultimately
to
nothing.
I'm going
of
to
use.
use my rope to tie the pole bar to something around here that's like a heavy anchor. Is there like a wall fixture or something?
There's
Like a torch
candelabra.
or something?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
not a candelabra, but like
sturdy
yeah,
enough?
torches set up. Maybe.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a
something.
crystal chandelier in the middle of the room.
Whatever the heaviest, sturdiest structure in this room would look like,
You?
other than me.
Oh, well.
One of the statues of frozen people.
All right. I'm
Technically.
gonna
Oh.
tie it around that statue. Fucking,
Yeah. Infernally
keep
frozen,
that.
my guy.
All right, and then
Kept
I'll
fresh.
fucking head down,
Like
and then be
Wendy's.
all right, Degarius, and it fucking rushes over to me, and I'm like, I'm going to head out here, lock the door. Anything that comes through that is not a member of our party, Kiel.
Or the innocents, though I don't think we're going to be sending them here.
So you're
Why would we
keeping
send-
Anything with a necklace, kill, please.
you're keeping Stigarius here.
Yes, because I can technically resummon them at any time. It just cost me a spell slot.
Okay.
What's your do you have a telepathic range with Stigarius?
No. Stigarius is not a familiar. They're verbal. They have to hear me.
Stigarius is weird, but not a fae.
Yeah.
He's a weird, the new class of creature.
Yes. All right. So as you kind of set this all up, I want you to give me sleight of hand or just straight up dexterity. Sleight of hand. To try to rig this rope up properly. Get him out of here.
Guess
No.
what? Those
No,
are
the
the
monster.
exact same roll.
All right. I guess I'll run with the cat. Anyway.
Indigo does not tie ropes well, evidently.
Yeah, so like you we'll kind of get back to that in just a moment. Gerald. Meryl. Hey, come over here. Don't make noise. Come on. Sorry, I'm talking to my cat. Get up here. Come on.
Gerald, come on, get over here.
Yeah, Gerald, don't make noise. What the fuck are you doing? Don't speak up.
Don't speak up. Anyway.
What, did I call on you?
So I don't know how much you heard, but I'm pretty sure you didn't hear any of the part about what happened to Stranne in the last day or so.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. That's perfect. As we're going to go ahead and back up time about a day. We find ourselves at all the way back at... I'm so sorry. At East Haven. You guys had just popped in to the town hall in order to turn in the Duergar that you had captured for questioning, and had learned a little bit about Zordar Sunblight and his apparent plot to destroy everything. When you had met with the town guard there, you had also managed to run into Deneth Wayland, the town speaker of... Yes, that's her phone. The town speaker of East Haven. I have a picture here I can show
Sorry,
you.
forgot to do not disturb that.
No, it's all right.
Cause landlord.
Right, and that's the picture of what he kind of looks like. He had introduced himself as the speaker of the town, and you had introduced yourself in kind, but he had suggested that he was actually just out on his way to go to a convention of speakers at Brynhaven, Brynshander, to discuss something about Duergar. The details were scant, but he believes that it's too much to be a coincidence, and that you should probably be there too, as you're the new speaker of Goodmead. So while the party was going about their business, you had found yourself all the way back at Brynshander. We're doing a little bit of time travel here. Don't worry about it too much. Making your way back to Brynshander kind of had yourself going through a small little storm, but ultimately visibility was enough that you guys could make it back to East Haven in the trip that it would normally take. Snap my fingers. My brain is all over the place. I'm so sorry. Now, there is at the town hall, there is a convention spot for the speakers to discuss certain matters that are required to gather all speakers of 10 towns to discuss, disputes between towns and such. The fact that this call seemed a bit more urgent as far as you were able to put, though this would be your first meeting with all the other town speakers in Brynshander, in Icewind Dale, as it were. Denath, as you guys are kind of like inside the room, have kind of approached and goes like, now I know that this might be your first time meeting everyone here, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask away, and I should help to answer as much as I can.
Where's the bathroom?
It's outside.
Classic bathroom maneuver.
That's what
leaves the meeting.
It leaves the meeting.
That's
Already
why
in
Strawn's back so early.
Yeah. The there does appear to be several other people from outside of 10 Towns here as well. Different characters. Some you recognize, some you don't. Pretty much almost as soon as you enter the room, you immediately meet faces with a silver drunk dragonborn, who you do recognize to be Trovis, the one second, no, name's the speaker of Caer-Dineval. Yeah, the drunk, the town drunk. A second as I cater to my cat. Get out. Or not. One of those.
Cater to him. Get out, you.
You went
Go
to the
on,
door and asked me to open it, then you didn't leave. All right, whatever.
Bad
You
move.
don't have to be rude about telling him to leave.
Yeah, pretty much. And who pretty much is holding a wine bottle and stumbles towards you and goes, "Hey, I remember you.
Who are you?
Weren't there 7 more of you or something?"
Depends on your perception.
He's just like, it usually is impaired.
I'm 14 and this is deep.
One second. My cat's meowing at me. I'm just gonna get him out of here. Give me just 2 seconds. One moment.
1,
Come on.
2.
Such a bad DM.
Come on. Oh.
Imagine unironically having a cat.
I know,
Imagine
right?
having to deal with your pussy on stream.
Good thing we're not streaming. Sorry, where
This
were
is
we?
why. TOS.
Where were we?
The
Tarvos was talking.
Yeah.
No.
Have you heard while we're here?
Trove it.
Apparently, there has to be something with invisible dwarves. Sounds
Ever
familiar.
heard of such a thing? They're like thieves in the night. Someone should get on that.
You're not much for speaking, are you? Of course, this is what he looks like. Just kind of show a picture off here. This page is about to be filled with pictures of the different speakers that have pictures.
No. I, never heard of invisible dwarves before.
Shame, I think I
perception.
told you. I thought I told you something about that.
Why,
Oh,
why,
well.
do you feel,
No.
why do you feel a need to lie? We literally brought them in. We were the first ones to encounter them in these lands when we almost got killed by them. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
He did just kind of leave Caer-Dineval to take care of that problem themselves. When they explicitly said they didn't really have the means to.
well, we said we'd come back.
Yeah.
we're
We
working
did.
on it.
We are working on it.
Yeah. So, Speaker Dinath interjects and is like, "Oh, so it appears that you two have already met."
Unfortunately.
Very
People
fortunate.
say I'm aggressive.
I think.
Fucking roasted.
Roast.
Silver dragon.
There are 2 other individuals that are currently talking to each other. They take your notice, or have taken notice of you. There appears to be.
I've taken notice of them taking notice of me.
Yeah, exactly.
I've noted your noting.
What looks like a short halfling woman who doesn't quite look like a grandmother yet, but is kind of getting up there in age, as well as a younger woman who's tall and very much human. They both seem to have been talking to each other about something before approaching you, as well as you do not look entirely familiar. When they do, however, the first thing that appears in front of you is a halfling-shaped cookie that comes from the halfling. And she goes, "Hi, nice to meet you."
Hello. Who might you be?
Man, so many names. My name's Nimsy Huddle. I'm the speaker of Lonelywood.
Is it lonely?
There are woods there. At least half the name's right.
Unfortunate. My name is Stranne. I am a recently appointed town speaker.
Right, of Goodmead, I think. Who
You would be correct.
just spoke up was Dulves, the human woman who introduces herself as, my name is Duvessa Shane. I am the speaker for Brinchander.
Hello, I am Stranne, newly appointed speaker
Yes, I heard.
of Goodmead.
Yes, I heard. Well, it's good to finally meet you. I wish we could have
Likewise.
met on better circumstances, but it appears that we are meeting for something rather dire.
And what is your take on the current events?
Well, we're about to hear those as soon as everybody is gathered. You see several other people who are walking around, mostly keeping to themselves for the most part. You see a elderly-looking dwarf who's currently sitting with one of his guards. He looks fairly vacant as far as all things goes. On top of that, there does appear to be a half-orc who is wearing far better clothes than you might have seen most half-orcs wear, but they appear to be trying to talk to the dwarf and not really getting much conversation back out from them. As Duvessa speaks up, and this is what Duvessa looks like. I have a picture for her. As Duvessa speaks, kind of speaks up and says, "It looks like we're only missing 3 at the moment." Wait a second, as I just pull out the picture. There we go. That's what Duvessa Shane looks like. As she says, it looks like we're only missing 2. Bursting through the doors appears to be
It's
a
John Cena.
lively gentleman who immediately gets the ire of several people looking his direction.
Is it Duggan? Is it Duggan himself?
No.
Duggan doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, man.
A man that seems to wear a smile on his face, fairly graying hairs in some spots, but mostly black, wearing more regal-looking robes, looks more like a merchant than he does a speaker.
Is his name
Enters in.
Varric?
No. He enters in the room, and Duvessa says, "Well, never mind. It looks like Nearth is joining us today." And I have a picture for him as well.
Oh, of
Though it
course
does
you
include
do.
something. I have pictures for a fair amount of people. Not everybody, not all the speakers, but I have pictures for most. And
This is the guy that backed our competition.
right. You can kind of see him there. He's the one trying to feed a rat to some fairy dragons.
Oh, he's evil.
Don't worry about the guy to the right. For right now, he's not there.
Okay. Cool.
uh,
Good to know.
He would be back at Targos manning the guard.
Wait, is that John?
It's not John. That would be John, wouldn't it? Now, Dirth speaks up and says, well, it appear, I'm not sure if you've met yet, but this is the speaker of Targos, Nearth the Maxil Dinar. And Maxil Dinar turns to you, Stranne, and seems to have a bit of a cocky smile on his face as he does begin to approach. And it's like, "You must be Stranne, the
Yes.
new speaker for Goodmead.
That is I, newly appointed speaker
I heard about
of
you.
Goodmead.
A fair bit, actually. Yes, I know. So, it appears that even the outsiders are joining us for today. Though I don't see Cronak or Edgra. So it must be that the speakers of Duggan's Hold and Caer-Dineval are not going to be joining us today. As
Smash
usual.
cut to us fucking beating the shit out of everyone in Caer-Dineval.
Slamming someone's face.
Yeah, there's like you close the door and pull the rope and you hear a smash.
Uh,
And you're like, here,
That wasn't me.
there's somebody looking out a sentry turret, just goes, "Hi, it's them."
fuck! It's the fuzz.
Smash cut back to the gathering of speakers. Well, it's Duvessa speaks up. Well, it looks like this is everybody that will be joining us for today. We shall all take our seats. The important is rather... Oh, sorry. The point we wish to discuss today is rather important.
The important is rather points.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you all begin to sit down, meanwhile, all the while, Speaker Nerth is constantly looking over your way, giving a bit of a smile about... I'm assuming that you probably would have chosen to sit with Waylon, as he was the person that you had to come in with, and probably the speaker you're most familiar with outside of people that wanted to stab you in the back at some point.
Incorrect. I would be sitting in the very back, so no one could stab my back.
It's true. It is a table. Yeah.
I sit in the corner.
Yeah.
And I know what you're thinking, like the left corner or the right corner, the top left corner.
Top
Spider-Man.
left corner. Top
Spider climb.
on the ceiling. Yeah. Speaker Duvessa speaks up, and she says, "I've gathered you all here today because of reports that have come in from Lonelywood. Sorry, it wouldn't be Lonely. It would be from Tourmaline, and that's when the half-orc kind of gets up and says, Yes, Speaker Duvessa. We've had some interesting situations with kobolds in our mines lately, and while that still maintains to be its own problem, while we were investigating the matter, we ran into a few Duergar. It didn't seem to be connected to what was happening in the mines, but when questioned, the survivors anyway, the only thing we were really able to get out of them was one, they were collecting a rare resource called Shardolin, and that they apparently were getting ready to destroy 10 towns. The rest were unwilling to speak up, and that's all the information we were able to get out of them. Duvessa says, 1 second. Thank you, Oris. Now, we've heard some other reports, especially from Caer-Dineval, about invisible entities that have been robbing the place, and Trova speaks up, Yes! It's been quite the headache. Don't know what they need with goats, though. Nerth on the other side of the table just goes like, probably to eat them. And Trovis just looks a little bit embarrassed as he goes back to drinking his wine.
Or milk them.
Trovis says, or milk? It's quite potent. Just goes on glug. Yes. Duvessa speaks up. Not to get off track. We have collected a little bit of what they were stealing. Little bits here and there, trinkets that people have picked up. And with a hand covered in cloth, a guard walks up and drops this blackish, frozen, like almost like an ice, some sort of ice cube of black ice, falls onto the table. And Stranne, you immediately feel almost uncomfortable to be around it. Everybody else appears to be looking at it with some sort of strange ire, but not necessarily in the same uncomfortable way that you feel when just being in the presence of it.
Ooh.
You should ask your book.
So they've been going out of their way to steal this then, Trovis speaks up and about to grab one, being stopped by Duvessa and says, You might not want to do that. It appears to have some sort of strange effect on the mind of those it touched. It seems temporary, though. I suspect if you hold it for much longer, its effects might become permanent. Trovis immediately backs his hand off to go drink some more wine. If any of you have had any reports such as Duergar or invisible thieves, footprints in the snow that don't seem to be caused by anyone, or anything such as that, it would be of great interest to know. That is around the time that Deneth Wayland says, Yes, there was in East Haven. A few Duergar were hiding out on the ferry that wasn't in operation. If it wasn't for Stranne and her friends, we might never have even... Sorry, their friends. Wayland doesn't know you that well. You spent a day trip together, that's about it.
You're the first non-binary person they met. You you correct them to there, and they're like, "What?" And then they like sidetrack for a while you explain it to them, and then they get back on track.
I'm sorry, him. You saw
Him?
Oh,
it?
wait, what is it? And then you have to explain the concept of non-binary again to them, and then they actually get it, and then we come back again to the fact that you don't have a gender.
Anyway, it appears that and I'm trying to remember the name here. If anybody can remind me of the Duergar that they had ran into. Dearth Sunblight.
The other ones I do not recall because we murked them and they do not exist anymore.
Yeah, that's not important. They had captured a Dearth Sunblight, supposedly the son of Zardorak Sunblight, the one that appears to have a stronghold in the south. I didn't sparse on the details myself. They were just made aware to me right before I made my way here. Though Stranne here might be able to inform a bit more.
Oh no. You tell it so wonderfully. Go ahead.
And zero interactivity. Speaker's title only.
I don't really remember a lot.
What do you mean you don't remember?
Would you like me to explain it and we can just say it was in Strawn's voice?
Which part am I explaining?
You're explaining the capture of Dearth Sunblight and then what Dearth Sunblight said about it.
About what?
About their daddy coming back to kill us all because they're a very special boy.
Yeah, you explain it.
So, Dearth Sunblight was a Duergar that was on the ship of the East Haven ferry. We found them stowed away, attempting to hide from the authorities. When we encountered and successfully subdued them, we were then beset by a couple of other Duergars that we were able to pretty easily dispatch. However, Dearth themselves claim to be the remaining surviving seventh son of Zardorak Sunblight, who is setting up in a fortress to the south, preparing some sort of great vengeance against the people of 10 towns. Some sort of holy war of theirs to wipe out and destroy all the people who have wronged him.
There's a general...
That was in Strawn's voice.
Yeah, that was in Strawn's voice. Whoa.
How come I remember the fight on the ferry, but I don't remember anything else?
Oh man, you probably weren't paying attention. Anyway,
who are you?
Who are you? There's a general sense of unease as everybody comes to like this, as is hearing all this and just like learning about how far it's kind of come at this point. Who knows how long the Duergar have been collecting this Chardolin since they've arrived, or how long ago they did arrive up here. Of course, the Perpetual Knights would give them perfect cover in this land, so maybe some of them are even sparking the conversation of maybe they're just trying to take the land to use because it's, you know, there's no sun here. It's perfect for Duergar. Eventually, Dulavessa kind of like stops the stammering and the general conversations that are happening in between individuals, and says, regardless of why they want to, it appears that they've already set up camps. Thanks to Stranne and her party, we know of two locations of their stronghold. One, their main stronghold, and one stronghold at at Kelvin's Cairn. Though, I'm sorry to say, I don't think we can gather a force large enough to stop an entire army. Not in this short amount of time. And who knows how they progress on whatever war machine they are gathering, or whatever it is that they're preparing for.
Well, good news. We are our own war machine.
I don't believe it is the numbers that we need. We don't need an army. Just a well thought out plan.
They are babies.
Do you have
Push
any
over.
suggestions?
I know 3 people and myself. The rest of you can just sit back.
Nearth at that point starts. So we're just gonna leave all of our struggles to this outsider of our ways.
He's literally the speaker of the town.
Yeah.
Fucking outsiders.
Pretty much. They
Yeah.
who have very, other than taking some political stance at Goodmead,
We're just
Seeming-
going to let some government official make choices for the betterment of society? What kind of bullshit?
That's not our job.
You're right. We should really use as many innocent people to make up for the fact that we don't have an army large enough to deal with this problem.
we've
I-
heard of
I love
the
putting
stories of
citizens
you and your group as they
harm's way.
tramps around the eastern side of the Icewind Dale. However, I don't think you 4 could take on an entire army of Duergar. It's preposterous, even.
You want to bet?
Your
No.
town. Your town versus my town.
Yeah.
I'll take your fucking job, bro.
We're playing for slips.
We're racing for pink slips. I'll take your whole town, bro.
Dulvesa speaks up at that point. If you're quite done with your dick measuring contest,
What?
it doesn't change the problem that we still have an invasion force incoming.
What did they do?
We don't even know if Stranne has one.
I thought we were done with the gendered language. All right. Seems like we need to go back to the non-binary discussion. Whatever.
Nearth does speak up again and is like, if you think that putting our faith in the hands of these adventurers, he kind of does air quotes at that point, then by all means let them get killed while we take care of the problem at large. But if they get caught and forced to divulge such information about our own battle plans, well, wouldn't we be worse off for it?
So you're saying that while I deal with your problems, you will also deal with your problems. And if I solve your problems, then what is it that you were doing?
Well,
Nearth
it's
is-
quite simple. My thumb will be firmly planted up my own arse.
Well, you seem to have a lot of faith in your own abilities that you can just shoulder this entire burden yourself.
All I'm saying is we can come up with a better plan than, air quotes, needing an army.
And
That's
Dulvesa
so
just like
him.
Dulvesa just goes quiet. Now, if anybody has something constructive to say, I would love to hear it.
Just
And that's when that's when
Indigo can
Wayland's-
fight invisible people.
That's when Speaker Wayland does speak up, and he goes, now, whether or not they can take on an army is one I'm not entirely equipped to say, but they have done a lot to help not only my town, but the various towns on our sides. They've heard of their tales thus far, and I don't see any reason to not doubt their strategic minds. I would speak for if they believe that they can handle this situation. I don't think that we should put all the shoulder on them, but I should think that they should lead the charge. And Waylon looks down at you with a bit of a smile.
Yes. Strategy. My team. Perfect. Words. Strawn brain. Mush. Not well today.
That's
Apology.
disconcerting.
That's fine.
This is fine. Then while we are making our own plans, Strawn and their party will figure out a solution on their own right. Perhaps some sort of reconnaissance, Dulvesa says. And everyone appears to be in some agreement, especially after Wayland had his own 2 cents to say about the matter. Of course, Nerth doesn't appear to be too happy that people have sided with you. And simply gets up and, well,
Suck.
it appears that is all we have come here to speak about then. I shall be on my way. After all, I have a city to protect. And various people start to disband. And some time goes by after this all happens. To where that is the wrong music. It's immediate combat.
Oh.
While you eventually do meet up with both Dulvesa and Wayland, as you have decided to see fit, and this is Game Master trying to put the party together here, that you should probably meet up with your party immediately to try to gain, let them know about what has transpired here. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you'll just fuck off somewhere. But
Popcorn.
right.
Well, I mean, as far as I know, they were going to Duggan's Hole, right?
Now you knew that they were heading to
Well,
Goodmead first.
Yeah,
and they were gonna meet there.
Goodmead.
I'm sorry, Duggan's Hole?
Yeah, Goodmead. But
Strong
after
solo
you
movie at
were
Duggan's Hole.
after you were contacted by Dulvesa, and Dulvesa just goes to shake your hand and goes, "I hope to hear more about whatever information you learn about this matter. 10 towns
And I will
depends on that
gladly-
type of information."
And I will gladly share in my 3-part novel.
I should hope you had cliff notes. As you take off on your big bird and start taking off towards Goodmead, to which you do meet up with, I believe her name was Olvesa, but who informs you that the party did make their way towards Caer-Dineval. After you travel back that way, you learn from people in Caer-Dineval that the party, after about a day's trip at this point, that the party had made their way up to the actual Caer itself rather than make their way all the way to Caer-Dineval. You heard some rumors around town before you were on your way out of town. When you had approached, it does appear to be kind of blowing and windy out at the moment. As you find yourself on the outer gate, before hearing sounds of conflict.
Okay. That's assuming a lot.
Wonder what that's about.
So we're just gonna walk outside of this door.
No, like, Canon, you accidentally pulled the statue over, it made a loud crashing noise, and somebody is coming down the staircase to your right, and it's just like, "Oh, it's them! They broke out!"
Broke
They're
out.
Australia now.
Were we in containment?
I mean, nothing was holding us back.
Has anything ever contained us?
I mean, maybe they didn't say broke out, but it seems like...
No, I love the concept that they really thought we were held here.
Yeah, because there were other guards.
Yeah, because there were other guards watching us all night. They really thought they had something.
So, a few things to make note of real fast. This statue right about here has been crushed over, and about on the other side of the wall, pretty much pulled by the sound that has been made. Stranne, you find yourself on this side of the wall here. You kind of hear the points of conflict. You kind of have a little bit before combat forcibly breaks out. What do you want to do?
Find a way in.
There does appear to be a wall that goes up about 40 feet. Do you have any type of teleportation?
Misty Step.
You do? We'll say that you can use a Misty Step to... as you appear and kind of jump over here, and you noticed there appears to be a man that's brandishing a scimitar to the south there, and the rest of your party appears to be at a door with a broken over, apparently frozen statue of a person.
Stranne, how was your speaker meeting? Did it go well? We are also working on diplomacy. Looks over at Scimitar. It's not going well.
Roll initiative.
I don't know. It's going pretty well for us.
Not the diplomacy part. Every other part, yes.
Wow, some good initiatives here. John, this man, you after you heard the crash, you immediately got into his stance to start protecting. This man had run down the stairs and is about there at this point. He's about to start running at you with the scimitar.
I mean, I'll just be like, well, guess it's must be a Tuesday.
Start doing your stretches as he charges you.
And there is a little bit of lowered visibility at the current moment, as there is an active blizzard going throughout the Caer. Now, inside the walls, it's lessened, as the snow has to go above the walls to kind of get in here, but there is still some high winds blowing, making it a little bit harder to see at the other towers at the moment.
You know what else is blowing? Your attitude.
These nuts. That probably doesn't hit.
A 12?
How good they
12
are.
hits.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was vaguely starting to remember that these guys actually sucked.
Speaking of suck,
Okay, that's not going to do any damage. Is that actually my damage? Holy shit, it's bad.
Yeah, so just whack, like run up and just go, like before he can slash at you with the scimitar, you use your shield to bash the sword out of the way and then go bonk right on his armored head. And you leave an indent into the armor and there's some blood trickling down his face. I was like, I shouldn't have woke up today.
No, you shouldn't have.
Indigo. Oh, sorry,
yeah,
you used something else.
No, that's all. I'll just be smug.
Indigo.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Non-lethally, as much as I can, because I know this guy's a cultist. What the fuck am I doing? I still thought he was a guard. In my head,
he has a pendant around his neck.
Yeah, okay, he's fair game.
And Strawn's just like, pendant? Is that what fashion choices?
And
13 points of bludgeoning.
How do you kill him?
So he walks over and grabs him by the hood and holds his head up towards Stranne. He goes, "Look, pendant." And then lets go, grabs with both sides of the fucking maul, and just like a fucking baseball pitch, just cracks, and fucking like head just like dislocates. He's like, "That's what we do when they have pendant."
Okay.
And then you just watch the body like entirely freeze over on itself. And he's like, "I didn't do that. He didn't. It's cult magic."
Yeah, so like the body falls down to the ground, the head goes into the wall here and even starts to freeze up as soon as it hits, freezing it into the side of the massive guard tower, while the body on the ground just starts freezing over and attaches to the ground, starting to collect snow.
I have a lot of questions.
You hear scratching at the door, and then it fucking breaks open, and then fucking Sigarius just runs over to my fucking heels.
Just to kind of help out, because like there's two people's turns before this, through this door down south, immediately there's a bang and a knock as like two guards like rush out to hear what the commotion was. I was gonna and point over and say, "Ew! Shit, you weren't the ones we thought you were gonna beat."
Who are you?
Wait, who are you expecting?
That's all at Sigarius' speed.
So
Wait.
So Aralia.
I'm a bit.
I'm a big booty bitch.
I don't have to get too close.
No, you
you're
have
a sorcerer.
predominantly range.
Yeah.
My issue though is that you're all in my way.
Not if you get to like this corner.
Yeah, that's what I have to do though.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh wow, the ranged class is mad that he doesn't have line of sight.
Fucking bullshit.
If I can't hit them, I'm useless.
If I can't use fireball and explode everything in a 20-meter radius, there's literally nothing else I can do.
Show a little leg.
I'm gonna hug this corner, and then I'm gonna
that's nice.
firebolt this guy.
How do you fireball at somebody? You're hugging a wall right now.
Yeah, but he's right in front of me.
But your hands, they're on the wall. No,
Yeah,
guys,
how are you gonna do
shoot the
somatic
spell.
components? You got both hands against the
Shoot
wall.
fireball.
Never
Shoot
said it was
fireball.
coming
I
out of
get
his
it.
hands.
Fireball.
I didn't understand. I was like, what?
I was making the joke.
19.
19 will hit.
We
No,
don't
man.
joke here.
Never. Not a
No
single
funny
time.
business. Pretty fucking good. How do you kill it?
I'm gonna like skid forward and then immediately just like, I maintain my position south, but sideways I just ram myself into the wall and then just like baseball pitch it directly down the hallway and into his chest.
So just like making a hole where you can still kind of see the singed, burnt heart cracking at its own flesh as it's still kind of beating a little bit before eventually it stops and he falls over, starts freezing over mid-fall, and cracks up into a few pieces when it hits the ground.
And then I'm gonna put my back to the wall on my left, and I'm gonna hope that the other guy doesn't see me. That's my plan here.
Stranne, you technically have a bird's eye view of this as you're up the stairs a bit.
After seeing multiple people now turn to ice, just kind of look at my bag and be like, "Oh, bad guys,"
Yeah.
and whip out good old faithful.
Oh my god!
That is good old
Yeah.
roll crit.
More faithful than my
Oh
ex-wife.
no! Oh no!
How do you kill it?
Effortlessly.
Oh man. Top half of the body gone.
Yeah,
Just legs standing.
the legs freeze over before they can fall over, so they're just like, it's like a statue. It's like a Medusa statue, just
Fucking
frozen.
pants just standing up.
Yeah, like Jimmy
The
Neutron.
bits that get blown away get frozen in their individual pieces. Like you see like half this guy's face frozen in fear on the other side of like the clearing, kind of
Never
getting collecting
understood
souls.
modern art.
And that does bring combat to an end.
In Undercommon, I'll say to Indigo, or not to Indigo. In Undercommon, I say to Stranne, the town speaker has been kidnapped. There's a crazy cult that has taken over the whole fortress. We're working on freeing the people who are harmed here. That's the situation. And then I sort of jut my thumb over to Aralia and I say, they only speak common and infernal, and everyone else speaks infernal. So we cannot get secret messages to them.
Wait a second. Oh yeah. I speak giant though.
It's okay. So you all have a language you can speak in common to just start speaking a code, except for Aralia. So like, Stranne doesn't
Yeah,
speak
I
giant, but
cannot
they
talk
speak
to Stranne.
undercommon. So if you just telephone through Indigo, it works. So
I cannot talk to Strong.
It's against my religion.
It's against my religion. While you're walking around here, you have noticed that the blizzard is kind of helping mask what's going on down here, but you do know that there are people to the south view up high above the door as the door's guards, as well as other people in the towers too that are guarding those ones. You do know that the door that you're right next to is where is the kennel. This is where your birds have been kept.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, good lord, what is happening in here?
That's a lot of dogs.
So that's
said
the
it was the
boy.
kennel.
I don't have the tokens of the birds, but they're also here.
Okay.
Oh god, there's more of them. All right,
So-
kid, you're all right. Lock the door behind you.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Behind us, rather. Yeah, stay safe.
So he goes up to the
The
door,
secret
closes
password.
it.
Okay, bye.
I can still hear you. There's it's not.
Okay, we're good.
It's not a fucking deal.
What's the password? What's
Goddamn.
the password? What do you?
The password is
Insurance.
death to the government.
I'm for it.
All right.
Closes the door. You hear a latch.
Excellent.
He's just like trying to
How
keep all the
dirty.
dogs under control, like making sure they stay quiet and whatnot.
Fucking dogs.
Yeah,
How
there's a lot of
sturdy?
dogs here.
Is this frozen corpse beneath me?
Pretty sturdy. It is on the ground though.
Wait, he's like prone, frozen?
Yeah, he fell over before he froze.
Ah,
Yeah. Or you
I'm
trying to
gonna
use him
ask
as like a
Indigo.
door?
Yeah, I thought if he was standing up, then I could just use him to block the doorway and then not worry about it. But now I need to get him out of the doorway in order to keep this door closed.
Yeah, gonna be a bit of a
I
problem.
was told not to move or break these things because it could make noise.
You cannot loot the pendant as it is frozen over with the rest of the body.
Yeah.
I take
Like,
out my
like
knife.
ice-
Doesn't one of
No,
us
we were-
have
we were told-
infinite fire?
Do you
We
want to
were
try to
told that-
break the ice?
We were told that would take forever. I
Yes.
already tried.
Yeah,
No,
I also
yeah,
think
yeah,
we should go
So,
ahead
Strawn,
and try and...
I
As-
don't know.
Yeah, you don't
I
know.
already-
So Strawn, you start like picking away with your knife, and you realize that you're not
Yeah.
even leaving a dent into this
Yeah.
ice.
Indigo goes. I already tried that. Actually, we will be able.
I
to
look up in Undercommon, but pendant.
We will be able to try again after we are done here. We can.
What is
with
left
all
of
the-
this body again?
I forget which one.
This
that one. Is.
one. That's the one
that-
that I decapitated.
Oh, that one doesn't have a head. You have noticed something about the pendant. It looks just like the Chardolin that was presented at the town hall meeting.
Oh, that black ice?
Yeah, that black ice. The same
Interesting.
Chardolin.
Wait, they were trying to steal the pendant?
No, it looks like the same material. I don't think it looks like the same shape.
Oh, so they were trying to steal that to make more pendants then.
Or
Duergar.
items with the same like power. Either way.
Of
Guys,
course.
there's still more innocents around here. We should make
Yeah.
sure
I'm
that
gonna
they're all right.
Take a moment. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
my
open
book,
this door.
and then I'm gonna
You
in detail
cannot.
draw the pendant.
Ah, shit.
It is massively barred, and you think it would require. Well, one thing, it might make too much noise. And if you're going to start moving out from underneath there, you're probably going to need to give me stealth checks if you don't want to alert the guards that are up there. Straw's
Okay.
pendant.
I'll give a stealth. You said I'm gonna have to do.
So wait,
stealth?
sorry. Which is the entrance? I thought the door that I'm near was the entrance to the manor.
No.
Is that the?
Oh,
think
I'm
this
so
is the-
sorry.
that's
Yeah,
the
no, the
gate?
south entrance is the front
Okay,
gate for
okay,
the
okay.
entire care. The north
Then I
door
would
is
not
the
be
entrance.
anywhere near there. I would
All
be
right,
up
all right.
at that. Whoops.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to give me stealth checks
between the wall.
anyway, I will require them
Yes.
just to see how well
Yeah.
you guys are hiding from like any guards that are looking at the towers.
I will do a stealth for me and then a stealth for
How do I disadvantage again?
I'm gonna
you
hold
roll it
control. Well, you can also click
Oh,
the minus button on the roll after, but if you hold control, it will roll with disadvantage.
There you go. Well,
Ooh.
2 and 20.
that was my
I am
nat 20
guiding
for the day.
myself.
I am in
I
like,
use mine
heavy
too.
armor.
Jeez, 2 nat 20s, both completely canceled out.
I'm not in heavy armor, but you know.
Aw, my guidance.
Yeah, I get the feeling we're not being very stealthy about this.
Stigarius is fine.
Wait, so do I have to roll with disadvantage for stealth?
No,
Not
they're
you.
rolling disadvantage
It's
because
just
they're in heavy armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a 9 total.
You and Indigo.
Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Oh, clank, 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 clank. All right,
This is
guys,
why I
I'm
want a
opening this door.
breastplate.
Get ready.
I want to
Immediately, like, oh my god, they actually. Oh, that's actually no. All right,
Oh,
They might have rolled like shit.
Actually.
it's enclosed, so they can't technically see from this side.
Ah!
I just looked at the map. Yeah, it's
We spent-
enclosed.
We spent, yeah. Oh, it turns out our fortress is specifically designed to prevent people from entering. It's not
Yeah.
meant to.
And it
to
was
help
like, if
you
you
already get
remem-
inside.
If you remember the lore about it, stop moving for a second. By the way, guys, like,
Yeah.
like I said, just tell me when you're moving over somewhere. Don't just move your tokens. Like this is just supposed to be a representation, not like an actual like bona fide.
Yeah.
This is what's happening on the map. I've lost my train of thought because of the Mission
You said if you
Impossible
remember
thing.
the lore.
If you remember what you were told about this keep, like it kept the orc invaders out for a very long time, and the only reason they got in is because everybody starved to death inside.
Yeah.
Did you get yourself
Proper
stuck?
siege.
No, I'm hiding in the shadows.
Strawn's gone.
What we do in the shadows, episode 2.
All right. I'm gonna open the door. Watch out, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, so the big, massive door starts creaking open, and the first thing that you have noticed while
Surprise!
this is the dining hall where you had your little dinner before, and you do notice the tiefling girl that was dining to you, and that seemed to be afraid of.
Hello, little girl. We're here for breakfast, and by breakfast I mean
Violence.
we're going to lock you in the stables until we
finish.
figure out this situation.
Let him finish. He might say, "And a fucking dragon." Like, let him.
I mean, there
All
isn't
of
a
you to
dragon.
assume I would think about my what I say before I say it.
She goes, I'm sorry, sir. I was told to clean the tables.
Yes, well, I'm telling you otherwise.
Yeah, Indigo.
Unless you'd
goes
rather
to-
like get fucking yeeted by a weird tweefling.
Indigo puts
man.
Indigo put the hand on Indigo puts a hand on John, and he goes, "You're not handling this with the proper decorum that you should."
Twink and tiefling.
Ma'am, we are aware that there is how do you say some fuckery about that the man who claims to be acting speaker is not who he claims to be. We merely are asking.
Do you really think she doesn't know that?
No, I'm
We've
saying
been
that
through this.
I'm saying we are aware of it so that we can let her know we're on her side, Dungus.
Well, look. Anyway, you understand the situation.
We're
This
trying
is
to
not
help
safe.
you.
Yes.
Can
yes.
In the broom
Can
closet.
you please get out of here so that you do not get caught in the
Yes.
crossfire?
Go to the
There-
stables and knock on the door and say "Death to the government." The
John,
stable boy will
John
let you
Smith
in.
is very impatient right now. He can honestly cool his fucking
Give me a
jets.
persuasion check.
It's intimidation at this point.
Yeah, fucking chill, dude.
I was thinking about making a roll intimidation.
11.
11. She goes, Lord Cadril said I had to clean the tables. I'm cleaning the tables.
All right. Well, you'll die. I've done my part.
Fuck, John Smith. Can somebody else talk to her? John Smith should not do anything anymore.
What is John Smith
I-
doing?
I send
Oh well.
I send Stigarius to go fucking like tug on Arelia's fucking dress or whatever and go bring him over.
Give me a second. I have to find that exact location. Based on what you remember, this is the servants' quarters. This is where most of the servants stay. You can see that it's mostly empty, and that little thing over at the side there, that's supposed to represent a chimney.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Very
that's
bare
what
bones
that
map.
is.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing in this room.
We don't care about what's in that room. We need to get the speaker. Well, once
Yes. I don't. Do you think I know which room is the speaker's big
yes,
chambers?
he literally fucking gave us a tour of this place. You're
Yeah,
I
so-
was
did.
busy trying to sell
so-
him insurance
Then
that
shut the fuck
entire
up.
time.
Shut the fuck up and let someone else lead.
Hey,
This
what's
is
going on down
fucking
there?
Bullshit.
What's up with all the noise?
Hello?
I'd apologize.
So on top of there's somebody on the rafters looking down now trying to talk to you guys. John Smith, you open what appears to be the kitchen. Inside there's a chef that is kind of putting some stuff
Why
together.
are you opening doors? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sit still. He was on the
No,
second.
move.
He was on the second floor.
Have you ever cleared a building?
He
We
appears to
don't
be
have
preparing.
to clear a building. We know where the hostage is. We
He
were
appears-
given a tour.
He appears to be preparing several different dishes involving knucklehead trout. He looks shocked as you open the door. A
Is he wearing a
goat
pendant?
Boz next to you. He is not wearing a pendant, and he goes,
All right, I don't care. Stay in there then.
John Smith, stop.
Okay.
Close the door.
Close the door.
Did I
All right,
close
what's
the
going
door?
on?
I didn't.
There,
Who's looking down at us from the balcony?
it appears to be a guard wearing a pendant.
God fucking damn it. John.
Hi, we need to speak to the town speaker this morning. Our accommodations and those who spoke with us were less than cordial, and we have some complaints.
Listen, I'm not supposed to trust you.
Why are you talking?
Cause you weren't talking. Do
Didn't
something.
let me.
You didn't say anything.
What's Strawn doing?
You are so insufferable.
You say something then.
Everyone was talking.
Jesus Christ.
Speak up!
Everyone was talking.
Then say something! You have all the open floor to say something!
Hey, guys,
Door, John Smith!
Guys,
I
all
see
right.
you!
Let's calm down for a
my
moment
fucking
here.
Oh.
Jeez. I know we're all having a iffy day today before the game, but we don't need to bring it into the game.
I'm not bringing this into the game. This is entirely frustration at this moment. What are you doing, Gerald? Where are you?
I was told not to move.
Where
That's not what I
are
meant. I just meant stop moving around willy-nilly everywhere. No, I just wanted to make sure people weren't opening doors randomly like John Smith before
John
letting
Smith
me know.
Is literally doing.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm saying when I'm going to open a door.
No, you're not. You just click on it.
Well, I'd say it to the DM. I don't say it to you.
He has been saying, but then he just immediately opens the door.
Yeah, but like,
Oh,
It's
yes.
okay. Any door that's supposed to be locked remains locked, so you guys can't
Inhale.
open it. Inhale.
Inhale.
All right. So
Well, he's
there is
that
John Smith. There
exercise
is
to
somebody
open
yelling
this door.
down from you from the right side.
Would you like to persuade the
balcony.
guard?
Persuasion? Me?
Not talking to you, John Smith. You've done enough.
From
Okay, you're with the rest of the
From what-
party now.
from where is the guard speaking from?
The balcony is on the
about
second floor.
right here,
Here?
second floor. Yeah, the balcony pretty much covers this set of squares around here, so it's around here that you can kind of look up and see him.
I'm going to say that we have a complaint. It appears as though in our sleep, one of our items has been taken from us. We are unclear about who, and we are not angry, but we do need to speak to get this cleared up.
I was told that we weren't allied with you anymore, that you had attacked one of our own, and thus we cannot trust you.
Our items were
can I
stolen
see-
from us.
can I
You
see
can
them right
understand
now?
self-defense.
You can see him, yeah. He's just
I
like
have line
a
of sight.
gangry, little lame-looking type of guy. You do have line of sight, yeah. Just shoot him. 12
Miss.
misses.
I see the pendant.
You do see the...
I see a Eldritch Blast fire off.
Yeah, you do.
Javelin.
All right.
I'm gonna grab the
Give me the
lady.
javelin attack.
All right.
I'm
I
going to
just
open the door.
there's nothing behind that door. I want you
So
to
this
know
is
that.
technically up where this guy is as we're rolling initiative.
Fuck. Same amount. We just fucking toss things into the sky and we're like, well, I suppose this can't get worse.
I was told I can't trust you.
I was also
I was told
I
the same, but you're not supposed to be just shooting things. Isn't there like a thing about this?
You have a pendant.
I do have a pendant.
Oh,
I
we're,
have it.
we're not supposed to be just shooting people like when you came through and killed all the guards in one night. Do you not see how you might be seen as the aggressor when you do that?
They're not supposed to know about that.
I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to know about that. Oh,
Apparently, you
that's
take
crazy.
offense to that. So yeah, our Dark Lord has said
Yeah,
that no, we're supposed to take offense to you.
I took incredible offense when you murdered innocents by like the dozen.
I did
Excuse
not
me,
mean to add
sir?
the goats.
Sir,
You added the goats.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking open that door and I'm gonna cast animal friendship so hard. You're not
So-
ready for the goat herd.
That was a surprise round. Aralia.
I'm grabbing the lady.
All right, she doesn't hold up a whole lot of resistance. She's a non-combatant. You could just drag her away.
Yeah, I'm throwing her into this room.
into the stew.
This room.
No,
Oh,
Don't
the stew.
please. Not everyone goes in the stew.
You force her into this room and just like close the door. Do you say anything to her, or are you just like forcefully moving her in there?
Keep still.
Just
How
go
do
along with it. Go along with it.
That'd be about
How
your
do
turn.
we get to these points?
Where could
I
the practice of
have
sticking
no
on me?
information, so I'm going by instinct.
Lord
I
Kadroth!
gave you all the information.
Lord
Yeah.
Kadroth, we have seen the intruders.
Pendant shoot.
The adventurers were not allied with the Vistis. I repeat, not allied with the Vistis.
Actually, we were
No, Windows
invited.
Vistas.
It would have been your action to move her into the room, unfortunately.
No.
I'm sorry. You can still have movement, so you can move up like
There
probably
is
there. Yeah,
there is something funny about the concept of, sir, the adventurers were not allied with Levista. That would have been hilarious.
It would have been funny. Unfortunately, no. It would have been your action to move her into that room. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you waste
I'll
that
end my
20.
turn there.
Indigo. He is
Alright,
upstairs, about 30 feet up on the balconies.
Could I reach him with movement?
You have to
What,
go
like
up
jumping?
the stairs, but you may.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is
Yeah.
if my stair movement? Okay.
I think so.
Am I-
I mean,
am I-
you count the movement. You could get there, like right at the base of the stairs where he is at. So you would have
Alright,
to
so
double
yeah.
move to get there.
Oh, damn. Well, if double move won't get to him, then I'll just javelin him again, but I'll do a bonus action and snaring strike.
Okay.
So I'll roll the hit first because ensnaring strike is only if it hits.
What are you throwing at him? A javelin?
Yeah.
Okay. 18 hits.
All right. So that's
He gets a
first
little bit of
damage.
cover, but other than that, 18 is it. That's
So
max damage.
That's 10 piercing. Hold on. So,
all right. I mean, if you want to drag this out, that's by all means.
saving throw because I have a plan.
He's dead.
Okay.
He fails
So
to
it
saving
just sort
throw.
of Indigo as he turns around, he's like, they weren't allied with Levista, and then it just sort of like sinks into his back, and like the roots like grow through him and just like come out of his mouth, and then his whole body like snap freezes over, and Indigo goes, damn it. If I had hit him the first time, he wouldn't have said that, and then maybe Kataroth wouldn't have known.
Did you say that out loud, just like thinking to
Yeah.
yourself?
He
this-
he says it. He literally says it over his shoulder, looking at Aralia like in the eyes, like like This was almost the perfect plan.
We are
We
staying in
almost had the
combat
element
due to things that have happened. So we'll just kind of go down. John, you did say you were opening the door before combat started. You open the door. You open into what appears to be some sort of waiting room. There is a fire on the far side of it.
Then
There's
I will
chairs
use my
and
movement
table
to get
set up
here and then end, and then Stigarius will follow me. Sorry.
Okay. Stranne, is there anything you're like any particular way you're moving? The seeable threat has been moved, but there was some sort of warning.
Yeah,
threat.
I weep a little bit as another pendant's now frozen and lost to Strawn.
We'll get it later.
We'll get
fucking
you a new
worry
one.
We have pendant at home.
Pendant at home, and it's just a stick.
It's the Chocobo's
So-
harness.
I look at John. I look at Indigo. Where are we going?
We have to say the town speaker. He's upstairs. He's in one of the rooms. I think to the right side, west. Indigo would remember. It's been a month since we played.
I look at John. So why are you going that way?
To make sure that there's not 15 guards in that other room that are going to run into us immediately as soon as we run into the enemy.
In Giant, Indigo says, "Hey, were there 15 guards in that room?"
Well, there's another door over there, so who knows? There was at least 2 goats in the first room. So
Why don't you go into that other room and then fuck yourself?
On my way.
10. I go up to the second floor, wherever that is, and I dash action.
All right.
Just
You go up onto the balcony, or for right now, we'll just like fucking. I'll move you over there in a moment. John, you open the door and you see scrambling at some papers. You do see Kadroth, who is. One second, I have a picture I gotta show people because Strawn technically hasn't seen this yet. Who appears to be a little bit flustered as you guys have begun your attack. Oh shit!
Is that a
Like,
pendant?
oh, sorry.
Pendant.
Wrong room. I was looking for the bathroom, and I'll close the door
You
again.
close the door.
The one room we needed.
Our classic bathroom defense. It's worked every time we've used
Every
it.
single time. I am then going to proceed. Do I have it just for my own fucking cure? I don't think I do, but do I have any caltrops? No. Okay.
No. All right.
In most D&D games, I always get caltrops specifically for moments like these.
A
Then your
1,000 ball
plan-
bearings onto the floor.
Is your plan to just close the door and walk away?
Yeah, I'm gonna close the door
No,
and then walk
just
back.
hold the door closed and then never do anything else. Just stand there and hold the door closed.
I'm gonna hold this door closed.
Oh, that'll piss him off.
There you go.
All right.
He
so you
opens the
close-
first door seamlessly, but then he gets to the second one and that
Exactly.
one held closed. I would lose my fucking mind.
All right. So who's moving up to the
The
second
1, 2.
floor? Because I can move.
Guys, there's an angry tiefling down here who's gonna come and kill us.
Stigarius and Indigo went to the second floor.
I kind of
As
updated the
did
map so that way
Tom.
they're player accessible, so that way you guys can kind of switch between the ones as soon as I've moved
Gotcha.
you guys over. Who's Aralia 2 or
No.
no?
Aurelia
Alright,
staying.
cool. I'll be all you guys. Wow, that didn't actually work like I wanted it to.
Oh man, that was dog shit.
Man, that didn't work at all.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So I have moved. There's another map available that I've moved you guys to. We'll just say that you guys are here on this map for right now, so your tokens can come back when you guys move back. But you guys can go ahead. I'm gonna go activate so that way people can kind of see. There is a balcony up here. You guys have been out here. There also appears to be some sentry holes that point outwards, some windows and whatnot, to the lower levels of this place. You see the corpse with a javelin through their neck, embedding them into the wall.
Correct.
The things that you would know is that apparently the town speaker's Kronak Seaver's room is on the right side, while on the left side is where Aralia had went to go talk to the crone that had foreshadowed some things to come.
Gotcha. Okay. Is that Indigo's turn now? Or whose
There
turn
is no turn order anymore. We are out of combat.
All right. Indigo is going to fucking rush up and try and move past the body with Stigarius.
Yeah, it's pretty much pelted up against the wall. You can easily do that.
All right. Okay. I try the doorknob.
It's not locked.
I look at Stigarius. Stigarius looks at me, and we give each other the same, like, oh shit. In like draconic, and then I open the door.
Inside this room, there appears to be a lavish bed, some curtains and whatnot that say something about wealth, and various like a small plate of food and whatnot around the corner. In the corner of the room, currently hunched over a chamber pot, is an elderly gentleman who is about ready to finish up here. When he looks over at you and says, "You have impeccable timing."
I assume a couple minutes earlier would have been nice, but then you would have had to take a dump as you ran.
Perhaps a couple minutes later.
Oh.
Was the screaming outside the death flails of a cultist, or... Nope, I guess I wasn't talking to you anymore.
Well, did you want to make eye contact as you finished, or?
Listen, come inside. And he like closes, like he lifts up like a wall and puts it in front of
choice
him.
of words.
Like one of those wall setups.
Stigarius comes inside as well.
And you just hear like the sounds of piss hitting the inside of a latrine here.
Chamber,
just a chamber pot, yeah.
Yes, I assume you're a speaker, Kronak.
Yes, I'm Speaker Kronak Seaver. I appear to be indebted in you, as I didn't see a pendant around your neck. I'm assuming you're not with the cult of Lephistus.
No, we are here to free you from them.
Well, I wish you had come months ago, personally.
We didn't know about the situation months ago. We actually figured it out like 7 minutes ago.
I suppose
in game time.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. If you don't mind me finishing up.
No, of course, take your time.
Okay.
And we can just cut back to the fucking combat.
What is going on?
Indigo whistles to cover the sound.
What is going on downstairs? What is
Actually,
what's Stranne doing? Stranne was on the other side of the place.
Confused. I just like, oh, we're going up, and I thought maybe it looped around like a path here too,
No, I didn't.
connect the two.
So you're
So-
also going over to that room?
So I see them. I'm like, do I follow?
If you want, it's the speaker. Speaker to speaker communications are important. Would you like to meet the speaker of Goodmead? I say as the man is pissing.
The speaker
6
of good-
charisma. 6 charisma indigo.
One- One second, as I just 2 moments. Ah, so the brute Kendrick is here as well.
Oh no, Kendrick is dead.
Hello, my name is Stranne. It's a pleasure
This
to meet
is-
you. I am the
this is
newly
Stranne.
appointed speaker of Goodmead.
So the one thing you've probably noticed about Karnak Seaver so far is that he is not in fact sick at all, other than maybe
Yeah.
whatever is coming out of his ass, but he's that is a shame to hear.
Nah.
I'm basically only brought out to sign papers, and then I'm whisked back away to my room, so haven't been able to do much.
That is a shame.
Do you need any assistance?
With what? Getting out of
Not-
here? Yes. Using the chamber pod? I got it. Quite alright.
Are you sure?
Does someone have to like stabilize it? Or
I'm fine.
Roll medicine.
Do you need me to hold your hand?
I'll
through
roll
it?
medals. I'll roll medicine.
I'll roll Middleton.
All right. I'll
I'm
roll
fine.
medicine.
I'm fine. Give me a moment here and...
All right.
Yep. It's like he's
That is
like, this small shake. It's just like...
The
yep.
speaker's
Everyone's dropped.
ass is fine. I shout down with thaumaturgy at 300% volume.
God damn. Alright.
I turn back.
He puts
We
on
have
some
saved you.
pants and
You
comes
are
this
saved.
way as just like... Alright. So,
Excuse me, you
where's the
didn't
rest of
flush.
your rescue party? It's a chamber pot.
Sorry, you didn't flush.
Is there anybody
Spaghetti?
else in this rescue party, or is it just the dragon there and the two of you, or...
Oh,
Please don't touch
So-
me. You're unsanitary.
there are 2 more of us downstairs. We can accompany them.
Right, okay, well... Make way.
Alright.
So you've taken care of this cultist problem. That's always nice to hear that,
Good point. You may want to stay in the room for a second. It did just occur to me that we have not yet finished off all the cultists.
just under new management then, as I go through this...
Yeah, one moment. We will be right back with you
I'm
in
going...
a second.
Yes, of course, okay.
Halt! You are being rescued.
We wanted to ensure your safety and comfort first.
I make sure to stay.
Have you
as
found the
far away
rest
from this
of
man
my
as possible.
servants? I heard something about them keeping them alive.
Yes, we have found one servant alive and a chef.
Two.
The chef
Yes,
is a
and the chef.
servant.
So it's the 3. There's the stable boy, the girl, and the chef. The
Stable
chef.
boy,
Chef,
servant girl,
Banana
chef.
chef.
The
What
chef.
is-
The name chef.
What is John doing downstairs right now? Is he just
Holding
holding the door?
the
Holding a door closed.
You've had no resistance thus far, by the way.
Well, so like there was any other way through those rooms, so I'm not going to take
Alright.
a chance.
We will return after we deal with these short cultists.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Do
One
take
moment.
your time.
No.
You
it'll
don't
be
seem
safe.
like you're in a hurry.
All right. Indigo rushes back downstairs and goes. All right. We have to quickly deal with this cultist
What
problem,
is
and then we are good.
Strawn doing?
Staying across the room from this man.
All right.
I don't want him touching me. He's unsanitary.
Yeah, so like he's just constantly looking
Alright,
back over
alright.
as he's stoking the fire. It's just like, do you have like a problem with cleanliness, or are you just weird?
Yes.
Okay. Back over
Alrighty.
downstairs.
You can open the door. We can head in. We can deal.
All
with
right,
it.
all right. Well, we'll see about that. Unless he's gone up the chimney like motherfucking Santa Claus.
Santa Claus comes down the chimney. He leaves out your front door. Everyone knows this.
The fuck are you talking? Have you ever read The Night Before Christmas? The traditional golden book story? See, I told you. Through the
He
chimney.
is not here.
Oh fuck. Huh.
You have blind sense, right? Just go around and make sure he's not invisible.
All right. I walk
Where's
around the
Aralia
room.
going, by the way?
I mean, I'm staying by the door.
All right.
Unless we have a way forward, I don't want to just blindly enter the room.
All right,
So-
I'm going to look around.
You're
this
walking
room.
around the room with your blind sense, and you haven't noticed another presence of somebody else here other than John.
Shit. All right. Well, there might be some kind of hidden trap door, passageway up the flute of the chimney, something.
Indeed.
bounty
You search that
hunter.
room, I'll
Figure it
search
out.
this
Yes,
room. Aralia! Aralia!
I will be investigating this. Hold on.
Keep an eye out for invisible
Stigarius.
tieflings.
Help
Give me an
with this.
investigation check.
I'm gonna have Stigarius help me.
Sicarius is helping you? Alright. Are you sure they're not just making a roll of their own?
Yes.
Yeah, they would make...
I am proficient with investigation, and Stigarius is not.
They can still roll.
Yes, but
So
they have a
13.
negative. They have a negative intelligence. I would prefer the 2 rolls on like a +2 intelligence than 2 rolls and one of them is negative.
One second as I look
Okay.
something up real fast.
With advantage. All right, still 19.
Still 19? Alright, give me just a moment as I make sure, because I'm pretty sure that's good, but I just want to be sure.
I have hunted
Oh.
many a bounty. There is not a man that can escape my hammer or my feast. I have a fucking dragon. This is fine.
That's so weird. So something you've noticed is that around this side of the wall here,
This side.
you can kind of make it out on the map already. It wasn't very well hidden, but
Oh, what?
you
Oh,
realize
yeah.
that there is like something weird about the painting next to it, and is a little off kilter. And you move it back, and as a secret
Found
door
it.
opens up.
Secret doorway.
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel. Everybody, let's
Through
go.
the castle.
A secret tunnel.
To deal with the cultist problem.
Is Stranne also coming downstairs, or is they just? And you can easily make out the other end of the secret tunnel on the other side. There's just a little switch that you can, like a little lever that you can pull to open it.
All right. Oh, shit.
You see in front of you.
I guess I should have expected that on the other side of secret tunnel would be many problems.
Secret guards.
So immediately on the other side, you see Kadroth, the tiefling, as well as 3 other cultists who have prepared an ambush should you come through the same way he did.
How
And he
did you
goes-
know I would find secret tunnel? You knew I was very good bounty
To be-
hunter. This is interesting. Double
I
cross,
do my
see.
research. Of course, I also had the other door posted as well, just in case you came that way.
Why would we come that way?
I don't know. There's a doorway.
When
that
there
way.
is-
Which way that is?
When there is secret tunnel.
Anyway, attack, men. It's-
What was your plan if we went through the chimney?
What?
Like Santa Claus.
Where's Aralia in all of this? Where's Stranne? Where's Stranne in all
I
of
did,
this?
I
Stranne's
did
just
call
back
for
in the
Yeah,
room.
does
Aurelia
not
and
deal with your
Stranne.
shit.
I did call for them.
When the secret tunnel is called out, I'm gonna tell this girl to get into the stables and say the government's dead or whatever.
Yeah, to the government.
Government's dead or whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully
The government died and we killed him.
the government died and we killed him.
And then I'll like dash over. But I need her to be willing to go into that stable.
She doesn't appear to be willing to move on her own. Like, give me a persuasion check.
I'm doing my best customer service voice to be like, hi. So I
Hello.
don't know if you heard, but we are murdering people by the dozens, and
Give me an intimidation check instead.
And I swear to God, if you do not get into the stables and say death to the government so you are safe, you will be added to the bodies of bonfires. And then I will roll. It's still a +4, so I'm not like sweating.
She immediately she waits for you to leave before I start running outside. But yeah, she looks properly intimidated. It's like, yes, ma'am, sir, one of you.
And then I will dash over.
Right. So you get about there. Get about there. Get about there for the dash, and then she's moving outside as well. 1 second, I'm just moving a bunch of things in. What about Stranne? Where's Stranne doing before all this?
So when I start hearing word of secret tunnel, I will just kind of like shimmy my way along the wall, making sure I don't break eye contact with the man, and be like, just please stay here and don't let anyone in. You disgusting person, you. I shall be right back.
Someone has to invent fucking hand sanitizer.
So you're probably going to be at the top of the stairs by the time the door opens then.
I figured wherever the fuck I just was probably good.
So I need Stranne to roll initiative.
Yep.
Okay. Indigo. At the point of you open the door, Kadroth speaks up and goes, "Well, it appears that you are not quite who I thought you were, and probably not invited even by the same person I thought you were. So I am going to have to kill you in the name of our Dark Lord."
Can I ask one thing before you kill me?
Sure, I guess.
Who are you
Means
expecting?
little. To be fair, we were told to look out for you, in case you were going to come to our side.
Oh. The only devils I deal with are these two yahoos.
Now, the only devil I deal with is the details. Haha, insurance joke.
I was thinking about that, yeah.
Well, then it appears that we have only animosity for each other. Shame. I did like your stories. And Indigo, you're first up.
You will be reduced to one of our stories.
Ever heard about
Dispatch
the
of them, men.
Indigo just rushes up to this first dude with his fucking maul.
Dispatch of them. Guy gets fucking yeeted.
Yeah.
Dispatch of them with Damn. So that 10 is going to miss.
Probably.
However, I am going to use a little bit of movement to move here. So I swing the hammer down, and then, like, as I miss, I just sort of use the weight of the maul to, like, pivot a bit. And at the end of my turn...
Yeah, so...
Mr. Gary is just, like, zooms down the fucking hallway.
Throw attack. Do attack.
Alright. That's gonna miss too.
That is gonna miss. So this cultist is just like using his scimitar to block out your maul attack. Like, he ducks under the maul attack, but as Stigarius goes to bite at him, he just puts the blade up, and Stigarius bites down on the blade instead, kind of cutting its mouth a little bit on the sides, but nothing too terrible. Backing
Moves
off
to
a
the
little bit.
other side.
This cultist.
I am gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark Calderoth.
Kadroth. Get it
Kadroth.
right,
Bless you.
man. Get
I
it right.
never look me in the eyes, even though we're not on video call. I am never once going to pronounce one of your fucking NPC's names.
Hey, listen, they're not my NPC names. They're Wizards of the Coast.
I'm aware.
Cultist?
but
I mean, seriously,
not a
how can you
single
expect us to pronounce that?
That's not
Cultist.
actual damage being rolled, but just know that Kadroth is.
Yeah, Kadroth does have Hunter's Mark on him. This cultist
Got a
over
couple
here
of
is
these
going to
cultists.
attack Stigarius, because that seems the appropriate action. And misses. It's just like,
It just hits Dragonhide, and the fucking scimitar just like dulls a bit.
yeah. So like the scimitar goes crashing down, and like Stigarius looks over, whacks I guess like one of its more vestigial wing-like things at it, slapping it out of the way. Before like turning around and like a dog on protection just goes like more like a cat starts growling
I guess, is the best term for it. It is a dragon, kind of. So
It's not a proper noise. It like doesn't have a word. There's not an onomatopoeia.
I've never seen, like, I haven't gone to somebody's house and their dragon growls at me, so I don't know the right word for it.
That's valid.
Strawn, you can start making attempts to start running towards where it is. You heard the acts of combat echo throughout the castle.
Look left, look right.
Always look both ways before crossing the room.
Remember, if you deselect your token, you will be able to see from everybody else's point of view.
Says the person that opened literally every door before going to the other room.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
really?
Strawn.
Oh, didn't mean to. Secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel!
That's about your turn to have, like, dashed up to that point.
Yep. Yep.
Where's Aralia?
I think I have to use the ruler.
About there. That's where you can get.
About all of my feet. That's about all my movement.
Someone say
Move the
feet.
5 and then the 25.
Oh,
Well, actually,
feet.
you would only be able to move right there because John Smith is difficult
Moving
terrain.
through John is difficult.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna move right in front of John.
All right.
So thanks.
So why you to have cover, man?
I just need to get casting distance without getting too close. I need to look at my spell slots. Yeah, I can flaming sphere. Maybe just once or twice. I don't know.
Just fireball.
Maybe just like once or twice, you know, just a little bit.
Maybe just one couple times.
Just a little bit, you know, it's my treat day.
I'm gonna throw it there.
All right. Are you also bonus actioning slamming it?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a slam. Oh no, that's
Well,
my.
he-
I come down and
Save.
jam.
You gotta protect against my slam.
Ooh,
I
fail.
fail. Yeah. So roll damage. Full
Take
damn.
the full damage of my slam.
9.
That is a full slam right there.
And that's my full turn right there.
1 second, as I like handle this properly. There we go. Yeah. So as this fireball comes into appearance, and you go like mentally commanded to wing about and slam right into Kadroth, who manages to duck out of the way a little bit, but gets grazed on the arm as he draws out a dagger and goes, "Okay, so you can summon in." That was a bit of a cockney, too much of a cockney accent. Was it? So you can summon hellfire.
Holy gov.
Oh, governor! Thank you. That was horrible. Cultist turn. Who's gonna run up over to Indigo and slash down. And hit.
Yeah,
Thank.
that meets my
Yeah,
ace.
that it does it. All right, damage. As you do take 6 slashing damage.
I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
I have one of those, I think, somewhere. On there it is. I always roll like shit on these, so I figured. I literally matched. Yeah.
Mentally preparing for the slash that's about to hit, it slams right past, like right into a groove of your armor, and then just ends up sparking as it drags across this like stone skin that you have forced for yourself.
Yeah. Just does a fucking like Harry Houdini, like a meditation.
Cultist is just
Oh
like,
yeah, that completely takes the hit.
yeah, the cultist is just like, it appears that I can't really get through his skin. And he looks a little
I
nervous.
get that all off.
Kandroth
We need to-
goes over
We
here.
need to get him a dermatologist.
And is going to... Ooh, what does he think? What is he thinking?
Someone has a problem with penetration, I hear.
He's
Happens
going
to
to
one
cast
before.
this all the way down. He's going to cast Hold Person on Aralia.
Aw, but then people can't
Hold
move past
person.
me.
Well, they can. But you're stuck.
Oh, that's good though.
I mean, they
Spiritual
Is
Weapon
it-
isn't
wait,
concentration?
Nope.
No.
Oh, cool.
Is
Ooh,
does,
save DC.
would that stop me from doing my flaming sphere?
You're incapacitated. You can't take bonus actions.
Yeah.
You can hold concentration, I think, but you can't like.
You're paralyzed. What does paralyzed do?
I don't know. Make me feel bad?
It would make you incapacitated.
I have the list here somewhere.
I wasn't selecting my token.
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated. Automatically fails string save through its attack rolls and advantage. It doesn't say anything about breaking concentration.
Wait, favored by the gods.
That's not enough, dude.
2d4? That can take you up to 8. If you max it out.
If I maxed it out.
Favored by the gods, hold person
Yeah,
is
if you
paralyzed. They
roll
would
a
get auto crit,
7,
favored crit.
if you do auto
Favored
on
by
a
the gods.
7,
Go for it.
but you would have to
Favored by
roll
the
at
gods.
least a 7 to do it
I have
out of
this
2d4.
Yeah.
Nope, not enough. So
Great.
Aralia, you are currently like, you see Kadroth hold out his hand over towards you and then grip in the air, and suddenly you can't move as your entire body tenses up.
Moving is like my thing, though.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
very
let's
mobile.
just go ahead and take the fire out of the equation then.
The fire is right there.
Is that
John
it's not-
Did we
Smith.
reach the consensus?
Well, you can hold concentration.
You can hold
But does that
concentration as normal.
You can't move it. You can't take bonus actions.
Yeah, you're incapacitated, so you can't take bonus actions. So it's still
Yeah.
there, but you can't really do anything with it at the moment until you break that concentration.
John, if you want to step in front of me, that'd be
I'm
great.
just gonna walk right over there. And I'm going to start by using my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'm going to put it right in front of Kadroth.
I still have the spiritual weapon that you drew from last session over here.
Oh yeah,
I just made it invisible.
fine art.
Bring in the
There it is.
gavel, Your Honor.
Over here.
Yeah, I was just moving,
When are we
like I was
gonna-
doing a broad move.
When are we gonna get a crispy, crunchy JPEG of Judge Judy and have that weapon?
Just swinging that 4'8" girl.
That
Yeah,
would
so
be
you put it down there, and there's
so
a
Medium square.
There you go. That'll be a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
With the fullest extent of the
Sweet.
law.
No one escapes the law.
Unless
So
you're rich.
you like just this gavel just like swings into existence, and then while it's like max velocity, slams Kadroth across the jaw as like you kind of hear a nasty crack, and goes, "Okay," and he's going to make a
Fuck, I'm
Constitution
already
save.
jail.
He's going to make a Constitution save to see whether or not he maintains
That's my goal.
concentration. He does. He does.
It's all right. I just need to keep attacking him.
You still have an
Um,
action, I think.
And as my action, I am going to cast Toll of the Dead on him.
Nice.
Womp.
Get that alt roll.
And it's alt, right? Yeah, that's alt.
Yeah, alt.
It's like control.
Because he has taken damage. He fails.
Fail.
He fails.
Roll damage. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
pretty good, pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
And that'll be another concentration.
Aha!
Yes.
Oh shit! So suddenly, like, he gets bashed in the face, but he manages to hold his concentration as he starts bleeding and teeth like it flew out of his skull. He's like, okay, that was close, and then all of a sudden, you like. A ghostly hand starts emanating from like in this ghostly yellow light and grabs at his torso and starts ripping something out, but Kadroth has another hand that's more blue and icy in appearance that takes that soul, and like in the conflict of this tug of war between two massive hands of spectral origin, some of his soul gets taken with it. And that's around the time where it's just like, okay, so that happened, and dropped concentration on Aralia's hold person.
Lost your eyes on the bird.
Excellent. And then I will prepare myself for the next turn. I'm not going to be doing anything else.
Yeah, I was like, that was action, bonus action, and movement.
This cultist sees that
I'm going to
you-
move back behind Aralia. I'm not going to do that.
This cultist moves up here and is going to attack John with a scimitar.
God damn. Oh shit, that's going to hit you.
As
Don't forget that my HP fucking sucks.
5 slashing damages slash down through your tiefling skin, managing to hit chinks in your armor that snag and break and even kind of tear some skin off
My
as those pieces of
suit!
armor
Hellish rebuke
I will hellish rebuke that. Yeah.
You want to hellish rebuke that? Go ahead.
on Aralia.
Hellish rebuke on Aralia.
Second level because it's a racial trait.
Yeah.
That is innate spellcasting. It's just a roll, right? It's an attack roll.
Yeah, it should be on your
it's
character
like a
sheet.
spell.
No, it must make a dexterity saving throw. So DC.
But you
I guess
cast
I can
it.
just
Go
do
ahead
this.
and cast it
There
out.
we go.
Yeah, and then the save will exist. He did fail the roll. Give me full damage.
Yeah, baby. All right.
We like to see
11
it.
fire damage.
That
Okay.
should be 3d10 because if it's your innate spell casting, it casts it at
It's-
a level.
Hellish Rebuke is a second level spell.
No, it isn't. It's a first level.
Yeah.
It gets
Oh,
At
it is
higher
second.
levels when you cast a spell
I guess it's
using
using
spells
spell
not a
second level or higher.
So it would be.
So it
third
should
level.
be one
Okay.
more d10.
That's weird.
It doesn't matter. You killed him, so you can
Oh, yeah.
describe how you did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I guess there should be 3. I don't know. I can't. It's not like I can change that. So
You can. I can
It's
change
weird.
it.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to like basically code it that it always upcasts. It's something that warlocks have to do all the time, but
yeah,
not
fair
something
enough.
that comes with.
All right. Fuck it. All right, there we go.
He
I won't
dares
even-
to strike at you and
You fool! You should have bought insurance.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
just slashes at you, tearing like your suit
Oh my
apart.
god! You got a permit for that sword. Ah
And-
shit! I got it.
Time slows down as he he looks accomplished that he actually managed to hit somebody fully armored. Then all of a sudden, on his hand, it just starts heating up. Eventually, his blade starts turning red hot. His skin starts to turn black with char, and he just starts screaming as he starts combusting into flame. And all that's left afterwards, as he's like wriggling on the ground, is just like this skeleton blackened by char.
And then
John.
it ices over.
I can't believe it. You're
What?
actually wearing armor under that.
It is armor. Have you never looked very closely at my body?
No.
Indigo.
Okay, so this isn't going quite as well as I thought it would, Kadroth says. Indigo.
He's got a fucking goose egg on his head. He's hunter's mark. Fuck it. I'm gonna risk the attack of opportunity. I'm gonna run off from this dude and move over to Kadra.
All right, there is going to be an attack of opportunity,
It's fine.
which is going to hit. And you're going to take max damage of 7 slashing.
Yeah. That's
It's
just the hit. That
as it like catches you on the back of your leg, like cutting open that flesh and muscle as you're running over. You start like fucking just like cutting over the leather that covers your pants, and you're just okay as you like almost trip over on your way over to Kadroth.
But I'm going to hit Kadroth with my.
You should get closer.
Closer.
If you end within 5 feet of the flaming spear.
Oh yeah, good point.
You feel the heat singe at your wound.
Okay, yeah, that was 25. Okay, yeah, so I can get right there. All right, I'm gonna swing at him.
All right, you can be a swinger. 14 does hit.
Hell yeah!
Ooh.
All right, so this is gonna be normal damage, hunter's mark damage, and I am within 30 feet of Stigarius, so they can do their infused strike damage as a reaction.
Okay.
Just so we are aware.
This is normal damage.
Normal
11.
damage.
Infused strike damage. 12.
Only one, so up to 12.
And then you gotta do that hunter's mark thing.
This mark fine.
By the
Little
way,
thing.
the now charged skeleton does actually freeze over after it died. Just so you know. He died a
15
while
points of
ago.
damage. 15 points of damage. One of that is acid.
He did die a while ago.
Who? Caldroth?
Kadroth, yes.
So, as I run up to him, I just say, when you get to that special circle of hell, tell your boss, we would like a refund on our stay, and then just crack him in the chest.
Yeah, if,
It's like you crack him in the chest, your maul caves into it as he's like gasping for air and he's dropped to the ground. You see the frostbite start to take him as it wiggles his way up his legs, freezing him solid. And he just looks up at you and he goes, "There are far more terrible things out here than me.
Yeah,
You
me.
and worse than you." As like he just starts laughing in this knowledge that you won't stand a chance even after this, and he starts freezing over with a smile on his face. There's this horrible grin.
Bonus action. Shift Hunter's Mark to this cultist right next to Garius. And then
Sick.
Stegarius is gonna try to bite him.
Munch.
15
hits.
Crunch.
4 piercing or 6 piercing. Just
No, it's
What about
four
acid
piercing.
damage?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's- that's the new thing with Drake Warden. They no longer do acid damage. They just do a d6 plus proficiency bonus piercing.
All right, I can change that up for later then. Yeah, Chomp just like in his leg starts ripping at it, and this cultist just falls down to the ground, like, trying to kick it away, and does manage to kick it in the face off of him, and stammers to his feet with his scimitar. He is still alive.
Yep.
It is
But-
his turn. He disengages, goes out this door, and starts running.
That's fair. It will not save him as he is Hunter's Mark. I can find him as long as he's within a mile of me.
Yeah, we'll handle the PR as you hunt him down.
And he's wearing a pendant. So Stranne is also going to want this guy.
Strong.
Good point. I wonder if we can get the pendant off of them while they're alive.
I don't know. I haven't tried.
Time to grapple and restrain.
Or we could do non-lethal damage.
Okay, time to grapple and restrain.
Oh my god, right?
Strong.
We're clogging up the doorway.
Oh, guys. I kind of hop a little bit.
Yeah,
to try
you
to peek
really
over.
you can't get past them. You don't have enough movement unless you dash.
You could use your second spell slot to Misty Step again.
Aralia's just regained feeling in his hands, and so he's just like, "Hey, sorry," and he like tries to scoot back to be like, "Yeah, just go through."
But I think anywhere you Misty Step would be within 5 feet of the flaming sphere.
that's not all your movement, though.
Yeah,
You don't
could
have to
technically
Misty Step up to 30 feet. You know, you can go like
but
Misty
I
Step 25 feet
didn't want
away.
to Misty Step right next to the cultist.
You could Misty Step right next to Stegarius.
I guess you could, yeah.
Ta-da!
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
Yo, mama.
Oh, got him.
Is there a coin option?
D2.
Yeah, D2. You can roll
Yeah.
D2.
Yep.
Coin. I only know dice.
Yes, no. Okay. Well,
Arms of Hadar.
yeah. Just push us out of the doorway. Go for it.
Just like fire in your face suddenly.
Sorry.
Well, it's
Oh,
on all night.
oh,
Hey.
I seem to have gone further than I thought.
Thought.
And
Big on then.
let's see. 1, 2, 3. 30 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Punch him in the throat.
I tap him on the shoulder.
Oh!
Hi. Do I see pendant?
Yes, pendant.
Pendant.
Hmm.
Pendant.
I'll let you
pendant,
live if I can have that pendant.
This is a symbol of my faith. You cannot have it.
Well,
Well, which is more important? The pendant or your
My
life?
mortal afterlife is secured.
Now, see, as a man of the faith myself, I can agree with him there.
I grab the pendant and then end my turn.
Give me a fucking give me a check. Give me an athletics check to try to weasel it out of him.
I'm not gonna take it off. I'm just holding it.
You're just holding it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the pendant. He's attached to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's still gonna like try to resist against that, so he's gonna
Exactly.
roll.
So I'm gonna just hold on to it and just keep
Acrobatics.
staring at him dead in the eye.
He does succeed. He pushes your hand out of the way.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Whoa, dude.
Get off my
Hey.
face, man. Aurelia.
Step out of my face.
Were you saying get out of my face, or was that Mike Tyson? Get out of my face.
Give me my faith. Aralia.
So I want to help.
Do you? Do you really?
But I do also want the pendant. I think I can either try to grapple him myself, not a favorable choice, or I could guide Stranne or John.
I like
in
how
the
you
grapple.
guys were told that like these stones have like the ability to change somebody's mind, and you're like, I want that. That's mine.
Was
now.
I told?
You were told
yeah,
that
you
were.
the Chardolin has that ability.
I chose to
Was
ignore that
I?
information.
Everybody
The
else
only-
doesn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, the only people who
Yeah.
weren't told are the rest of us.
Pendant.
John, is your plan gonna be to grapple?
Probably, yeah.
Then I'll just guide you. Unless Stranne has a higher strength.
Technically, I have the highest rank.
Yeah, but you're gonna go kill that guy.
I could just send Sigarius to kill that guy. He follows my commands as a bonus action.
Well, yeah, but if he's just gonna disengage again on his turn.
Doesn't matter. Sigarius has a 40-foot movement speed. He's faster.
I mean, okay.
You can like run up and guide me if you want.
Yeah, I got a touch though. I can't get to you in time.
You know?
Nah, that's over 30 feet.
Nah, I'm super far. Yeah,
Especially considering I have
Yeah.
John terrain.
do whatever you want then.
I'll guide John.
John is guided.
I feel
It doesn't
good.
help. Yeah, doesn't help him too much.
It's a D4.
Yeah, but like on a skill check.
But it's not my. It's
This
not my faith.
cultist is going to touch Stranne. It isn't your faith. It's somebody else's faith. Actually, it's technically not even like proper faith,
Nah.
as they don't even know where they get it from. That's gonna hit Stranne. Stranne,
Get it from
you take
Ooh,
6
baby.
slashing damage to slash this guy. Just like punts your arm out of the way after you try to grab his amulet and goes to slice at your arm, leaving a nasty gash on the side of it.
No. How rude.
John
Ow.
Smith,
I'm going to step over this dead body.
right?
Say, hello there. And I will attempt to.
General
grapple-
John.
General John! Only you would be so bold. And I will attempt to grapple that man and turn his speed to 0.
Okay.
His
Do grapple.
General,
Speed to
General
0.
John's chicken, you have to
Give
fucking
me
sign
an
how many
athletics.
meters for you.
Athletics. It's the same as acrobatics, so it doesn't matter. That's all pretty fucking bad, but I have a d4.
Possibly 5.
Yeah.
6.
Jesus, this is the most pathetic grapple I've ever seen.
It's like a fucking kindergarten fight.
Yeah, so, like,
Slopping
he-
at our hands at each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he tries to go, you know, swats your hands out of the way, and you start swatting. He, like, raises the sword, but you punt it out of the way, and you're just like, you eventually finally manage to hug him around the waist, and he's just like, get off me, get off me.
You guys just
He's
trip.
grappled. Yeah,
That's how he ends up grappled. You guys just kind of get
It's just
your fucking
kinda-
chainmail gets hooked on his fucking armor, and you guys just get tangled a bit, and like that counts because you guys can't fucking move.
in the go. It's your turn, I guess.
I'm also
Unless
going to
John-
move my gavel next to him for an intimidation factor.
All right, gavel
I'm going to
moves.
hover it over his head.
Like that.
Listen, if he's fucking grappled, then I don't have to worry about it, right?
I don't know. Indigo, what do you want to do?
I'll move. I see him.
I
Visible.
mean, he can still attack. There's no negatives to him attacking right now. He just can't move.
Yeah, but if I kill him, he'll freeze over. This one, however, I can probably kill, right? We don't need
Stop you.
we don't need like every pendant.
Nah, we can get the other ones if we really need to.
Yeah.
That's ableist. I have a stutter.
I'll throw like a hand axe at him.
Okay. I believe 20 feet. Yeah, so it is just outside the range. You're gonna have to, you're rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, I have 5 more feet of movement, so I'll just step slightly outside the door.
You're just run in and go. Go ahead, give me that roll.
Meow.
Meow.
That does hit.
Meow.
Wait,
10 damage.
13
Yeah.
damage.
How do you kill him?
It's literally he's running away, and it's just like
It's like
into like the back of his fucking head.
it's right in the back of the skull. He just collapses on the ground and starts freezing over right then and there. Like you see the frost growing on the axe in the back of his head, freezing the blood.
My ex.
Cultist
My
turn.
ex.
Technically it's Stigarius'
Stigarius.
turn.
Well, as a bonus action, I turn over to Stigarius and I just like whistle, nod over at the cultist, and just like in Draconic, will just say like, chew his boots. It's just Stigarius is just going to follow actions, move here like underneath the fucking like spectral hammer. So I'm just gonna move it here for like posterity's sake, and it just like bites at like his boots, and it's just like, and it's just like shaking its head back and forth.
His Uggs.
Yeah. And Indigo just stands in the doorway, looking like Indigo. Like, bye.
Okay. Go ahead, give me that attack roll, I guess. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, Stigarius isn't doing it to like do damage. Stigarius is just like
Just trying to intimidate, I guess. You guys really want this pendant for some reason.
I really just try to give items to Stranne.
I thought you were gonna use Stigarius to try and like grab and tear the pendant off.
I can do that. Stigarius, steal
You
it.
might. No, not him. Don't kill it.
No, I didn't.
Can I have Stig?
1 second.
Well, while he's grappled. Oh, did you say 1 second?
Yeah, you did say 1 second. That's very rude of you to just presume that if it's not what he said.
I just heard voices, man.
Yeah. Well, now he's groaning.
Same.
He stubbed his toe on the way out. He'll never be the same.
Oh, my toe.
Sarah, what's up?
I'll have Stigarius try and snatch the fucking like amulet, like just
Give me
like,
an acrobatics check. Sorry, no, athletics check at advantage because he is grappled. I'll say for this specific situation that will provide advantage. He's being held
Gotcha.
back.
normal athletics with advantage.
I mean, this is just posterity's stake at this point, but I mean, it's not enough.
Just like takes it off and is holding it by the fucking chain.
Yeah, so Stigarius just like kind of rips the chain right off and is just holding like the crystal in its mouth, and Stigarius just kind of freezes for a moment. Anyway, the cultist turn, and the cultist is just like, no, that's mine, get, and starts to go try to attack Stigarius. A 14 hits Stigarius? Stig dog?
Let me check.
Stigman.
Nope, AC 16.
All right, so it goes to slash down, and Stigarius, not even moving, just the sword hits wrong and goes down a scaly hide.
Yep.
Strong.
Beh.
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 Beth, what?
Beh.
So where's the pennant right now?
It's in the
It's
mouth of Stigarius.
Okay, so this man's free to kill.
Wait! No, don't kill him! Don't kill him, sir.
You'll
How are you
freeze John
feeling?
Smith to his hands.
What do you mean? How is he? What do you mean? Just give me back my fucking amulet.
Do you have time? to-
Never mind. You can kill him.
Okay.
At disadvantage,
Thank
you
you.
are within 5 feet of him.
But advantage because he's grappled.
Grappling doesn't
11.
give advantage.
Doesn't it?
Okay.
As like you try to, he
I
slaps you.
didn't mean to. That was it.
He slaps your hand out of the way as you're about to charge the blast, and it just goes into the wall on the other side of him. You almost took my head off.
I was aiming for your leg, so.
Aralia.
I'm going to
Ari,
just
hurrah.
slam the sphere into him.
Okay. Do sphere slam.
Sphere slam.
He has to roll a
um,
dex save.
Believe I have to re-roll it with
Not consuming a spell
Give
slot.
me the damage. It's like 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6.
Sphere slam.
He fucking failed it.
I don't know yet.
Sphere slam.
8.
Oh, right there, right? 8.
Yeah.
He is bloodied and almost dead on death's door. But as like the sphere of fire just goes directly into him, starts superheating the armor on John and getting really hot around Stranne, but it starts melting his flesh. He goes, "Oh shit! Oh god!" As he's basically just being held up to be like burnt by this because he's being grappled.
And then I will move it 5 feet left,
can-
left,
I don't
right.
think you can.
Down.
No, once it hits, it can't.
Oh, I can't do it once it hits.
Nope. Once it hits, its movement stops.
Whoops. Well,
It is-
good thing I didn't care that much. I'm gonna move to about here, and then
Oh, that's not right.
to here. Oh, he's dead?
No, he's
you
not.
put the-
I fucking did the wrong turn, so.
I'm gonna move. Oh, wait. If I'm here, can I still. Because he's not giving him cover, right? This guy?
The dead body? No.
No.
Can I attack him normally?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Give it a shot.
Do a funky little firebolt.
That
11
one
doesn't
hit.
hit. As like you're still being burnt, but you just like are trying not to hit John. It's not helping too much. John, it's your turn. You're about to get burnt to a crisp.
I'm just gonna move over here so that doesn't happen.
You are
Okay.
resistant to fire.
Thanks.
He wants to hurt.
And just because it's symbolic, I guess, the hammer of judgment will slam down upon him, judging him for his poor choice of deities.
Can't believe
Okay.
it.
And it probably doesn't hit.
That does hit.
Oh, there you
Oh.
go.
Never mind. I was gonna say, I was like, his poor choice of deity saved him, I guess. Dead.
How do you kill him?
He's probably. And then the hammer just go like, "You chose the wrong deity, and now your family won't be collecting." And the hammer just slams down, one solid smack on the top of his head, and his skull just kind of like crunches inward.
Yeah, inside of his torso, like a fucking Doom enemy.
Exactly.
And he starts falling down to the ground, freezes, and falls like a chunk of ice onto the ground, bringing an end to combat.
And the end of the flaming sphere. I'm killing that.
Technically, you can drop concentration at any time, but whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks
Well,
for gone.
I command
Gonzo.
Stegarius to drop the pendant.
He's
Yeah.
frozen right now.
Huh?
He doesn't appear to be listening.
Stegarius?
He's unresponsive.
Is he just like still?
He's just still.
Can I try and grab the pendant from him?
Yeah, sure.
I go in my bag.
Yeah.
I get out a cloth and I grab the pendant.
Grab the pendant out of his mouth. It's no trouble to do so. And then Stegarius blinks and looks up at Indigo. Seeing that the dead body is now there, doesn't appear to have been able to comprehend the last few seconds.
Huh. Interesting.
I think you should unsummon Stegarius.
Oh. I don't think you can do that.
No, I can't.
You can resummon?
I'm just gonna back maybe resummon, yeah.
I
but
mean, I
if he's
can
resummon, on it.
resummon. But if I resummon him, I'm out of spell slots.
Yeah, but like, I don't care.
Oh,
also-
that's right.
You can go ahead and add Chardolin Amulet to your inventory, Strawn.
I mean, I suppose this would
How
be
do you
helpful.
spell that?
Good question. Give me a
It's
second.
phonetic.
Stigarius, we're doing a little switcheroo. I'm going to resummon Stigarius with fire.
Shard Amulet.
I'm going to resummon Stigarius with fire as his element. That feels
He goes.
helpful.
Just immediately reappears.
Yeah, orange and white, fucking color scheme this time.
Right. So, this guard tower is a little bit different from the one before.
It's got dead bodies in it now.
It does have.
No,
dead
the other
bodies
one
in
also
here.
had dead bodies. They were like, it was like that when we got here. It was crazy.
There is a stone trap door in the top right of this guard tower specifically. You hadn't seen it in the other ones that you had went into.
You're talking about this thing?
Yeah, that thing right there.
I
There's a
thought that was a
stone trap
pillar,
door.
a really out of place pillar.
No, that is a
Oh.
trap door.
I mean, do we? It probably just leads outside because, like, that
I'll
makes
check it
sense.
out.
We should probably go and tell the speaker that we killed the man and also
Someone else-
the
Someone
children.
else. Someone else.
Actually,
Don't tell them we killed the children. What the fuck? No.
and also the children. Though actually, it looks like killing Murdoch, the preventer of information services, or whatever his name was, didn't actually stop the other possessed guards from being evil. So we're probably going to have to kill every single possessed guard in this place.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
but luckily we can do that within the realm of legality, as they are now enemies of the state.
Well, they were always enemies.
I didn't really care one way or the other, to be honest.
I'll check out the trap door.
We can now order executions.
Well, couldn't we actually exit this place, go get the militia guard, and return? If this
Isn't
trap
this
door-
a big part of the militia guard?
Well, if the trap door leads outside, then couldn't we bring the militia guard back in?
I thought I thought these guys were the
More
militia.
people outside.
Well, these are just the people
inside.
that are guarding the this fortress. Only this fortress's guards were.
Wait,
I mean,
so
was there any other
Are
like
you-
Yeah,
barracks?
there were
You
outside?
were
guards.
told
Yeah,
that
there
the
were
guards were
guards outside.
killed and replaced by cultists.
Yeah.
that's to say that only the ones directly next to the speaker were replaced?
And from the looks of it, no.
I don't think that that's how you maintain power.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to check out trapdoor. Stigarius
Alright.
first.
You lift up the trapdoor leading down into a very, very, very dark cavern. You hear the
That's
slow
like
rush of
Stigarius.
water down there and a chill come up from it.
He's fire.
You
Yes.
cannot
That's
see.
water.
I have blind sight.
Sure.
I mean, Stigarius has dark vision.
Have Stigarius do it for you.
Yeah. Pretty easy. You just send my
kind of his
dragon
job,
in
yeah.
places.
Yeah, just have a dragon, bro.
Yeah, dude, I brought a dragon. Why do you think I picked the dragon subclass? So I could have a dragon do it.
To summon a baby dragon.
Yeah, dude. Why
Alright.
would I? Do you think I'm not going to use my dragon?
Baby dragon.
So
you-
I
Yeah, I can light
have.
I will light a torch because I'll go with Stigarius, but
You're lighting a torch. All right, that's what I
Yeah.
was adding,
Yeah.
asking. You know, just a little bit on that one. All right, so dim 40 light. Yep, there we go, and boom. So, being the only one that's currently down here, you see a few things. Just out to the side, there appears to be a small rowboat and a passageway that goes to the left. The rowboat seems to go down some sort of watery path. Pretty far in, you can't really see past it. Even Stigarius doesn't see how far it goes.
I call up in giant and then repeat in undercommon. There's some kind of rowboat. A path down here through rushing water. Some pathways. Gonna check it out.
This feels discriminatory.
I turn and in common repeat the information.
I'm
Aralia.
trying to say it in a way that
Okay.
won't fucking like. Yeah, I was checking this place
We
out.
just killed everyone.
In this room, you see what
Haven't
appears
killed
to
everyone. There are
be.
still guards here
Not
across the
around
whole
us.
fucking tower.
Not around us.
Speaking of guards, you see several people in armor, or well, I mean, it looks like their armor's been stripped off of them, but several corpses
a lot of corpses piled on top of each other, being kept cold by the natural frigidness of this area.
I found the guards.
Kill them quick!
No need. The cultists took care of that.
Oh, you mean the real guards?
Yeah, they're taken care of.
Nice. I mean, wait, no, not nice.
Does anyone want to join me on the rowboat, or should I take that myself?
I think we should clear out this fortress before we take a rowboat. I can't imagine that's gonna.
The rowboat
Stay-
sounds nice. We could get the speaker out of here at least.
We don't want to get the speaker out of here. We want to regain control of the area.
Why?
Like, we need the speaker reestablished in the city.
All right, Jesus, hop off my fucking dick.
They're giving bad takes.
Just trying to get a fucking political prisoner out of a war zone. I don't know how that's a bad fucking take.
The easiest way to do that is just to end the war zone by
That's not
killing all the
Way
enemies.
to extract the political
We don't
prisoner.
need to extract him. We already have him
We
in our
have
custody.
access to extraction. Anyway, I come up and we'll just fucking, I guess, clear out an entire encampment instead of extraction.
I mean, look, they're level guards. How hard could it be?
It's not hard. It's time.
It's unconsuming. So you bring yourself back up to the top side here. What are you guys doing?
Let's just go up. We'll have to make this systematic.
Indeed.
You go
All right,
upstairs?
I'll go. Yeah.
Okay. Give me just a second as I fucking take all your tokens and copy them.
Though, if we're going to be entering like significant combat, it is 10 minutes to time. So
Significant combat, maybe. So for the end of this, I'll just go ahead and bring your tokens up here.
Let's
real
just see what we're
fast.
looking at.
let's just see who our next victims are going to
Maybe
be.
it's just going to be like two guys that will immediately surrender.
Still,
All right, so the upstairs on the second floor of this pathway isn't very. It's not. There's nobody here. There are some arrow slits that point out, and you guys do hear through the door just on the other side, which appears to sound like some people arguing across the wind, carrying it to the door. And like that, we're going to end this session for tonight.